skeptical.
Well, I'm too tired to argue.
Hello. That's impossible. Welcome to the Bob and Tom Show. Good morning. Hello, Kristi Lee.
Hey, chick.
Hello, Josh Arnold.
Wait a minute. Hold on a second. You're not going to comment on the hockey sweater? That's gorgeous.
Oh, yeah. Columbus, Ohio.
It is gorgeous.
That is a
Ohio
beautiful.
I find it a little busy for the office.
I find it super
Where
hot.
else am I going to wear it?
Super hot at the hockey game.
I haven't been to a Blue Jackets game since we got
then the jersey
sweater.
stays in the closet.
It's super sexy, I think.
Oh, thanks.
What do you think, Willie?
What?
You don't think that's a hot
No, a
look?
dad should never turn to his son and say, that's sexy, don't you think so?
No, I mean,
kid?"
it's a hot look for a young lady.
Do you know?
Yeah, of course it is. Yeah,
Tom, do you
Girls
have
in hockey
any?
sweaters are hot.
Of course you don't. You don't have any idea of the place that Kristi holds in Willie's memories in life, do you?
Sorry,
I'm like a mom
I've
to
had
him.
Don't
3
you
hours
think
sleep.
you're pretty much your stepmom?
Look at that.
sister?
Isn't she sexy
Isn't
in her,
she sexy?
in her hockey jacket over
I've had
there?
3 hours sleep. I had to clean up
Well,
a bunch
shut
of dog
up
poop.
about it.
You know what a 10-penny nail is, chick?
It costs 10 pennies?
Right now, I've got an invisible one being pounded into the back of my left eye by an invisible hammer.
Oh, like you're the only one who has headaches because of whatever they're releasing and trying to kill us here in the HVAC
It's just Chinese balloon air. Kristi, it looks really cool.
Thanks.
Hello, Ace. How are you?
Hi, Chick.
Hello, Willie.
Hey, man.
Although now that I say this, I do remember McMillan and Wife with Rock Hudson.
Yeah.
Anyway, Susan St. James always wore, I think, a 49ers jersey when they went to bed.
Oh.
She and Mac went to bed. I think Mac snuck out at night, but still. Yeah, it was a good TV show.
That's some acting. McMillan and wife.
McMillan in the bus station.
And there's Tom. Good morning, buddy. How are you?
I've got a splitting headache, but it's going to be cured by the wit and charm of you guys.
Did you take anything for it?
I just took some,
Okay.
was something, Advil, I think it was.
You should try this new thing that people all across the world are putting into their body every day, and you'd be shocked at the results it gives you. It's called water. It's this new thing, and you put it in a glass and you drink it. There's no caffeine.
You not drink a lot of water, Tom?
You don't drink any water?
I already had a soda water this morning.
Oh, do you ever drink just plain water?
You told us. I'm
not judging, I'm asking.
Made a big damn deal about it a couple days ago. About first thing I do in the morning, I get up and I have a nice cold glass of water. I've heard you're supposed to do that.
It's great.
It is new. Yeah, I drank it in the car. Yeah.
Oh, good.
But it was soda water.
Yes, it's got. It's like a little sparkle in your life.
You know, you can't drink straight water.
I can, but
That's a sign of an alcoholic.
Oh, that's the problem. I'm thinking of becoming one just to get rid of this headache. Where was I? I've lost my place. What did we start with again?
Over-the-counter medication is not going to help your headache. Uncle Chick can help you out.
Oh, right now, my son Sam had shoulder surgery.
Oh, so he's got the good
Yeah,
stuff
he's
at his
got the good
place.
drugs.
Good luck, buddy.
Yeah, he's got the stuff there, but he just texted me that he's been unable to have any
Bowel movements.
bowel performances.
He's on the codeine, huh?
The doctor gave him some special stuff because when I had my shoulder surgery, I went 11 days without it, and then I had a suppository and a liquid and a pill, and finally gave birth to a sandpaper softball.
No, there were guys with miners' helmets going in there.
Oh, it was rough.
I had the shoulder surgery, and I've been through open heart surgery. I had something done to my knee, and I've been married 3 times, and I've never experienced pain
Wait a minute.
that shoulder surgery.
Maybe that third one.
Oh, yeah,
it's hard to it's hard to rate pain.
Yeah, you're right.
But we opened up with a little bit of something special for you. Got some great requests here today. Now, I mentioned this the other day, and I was greeted with
booze and catcalls.
I mentioned that when I was a kid, I went to the something called the Grotto Circus.
I think there's another word in there with grotto. I think it's like the Shahar Grotto Circus.
Yeah, there's a bunch of them apparently.
Yeah.
So, but I did receive several emails where people said, yes, I did go to that when I was a kid.
I don't think that we criticized you. I think Greg Warren said that he thought your family would have gone to a circus of a higher tax bracket, which I think makes sense.
Well, yeah, but the Ringling Brothers Barnum and Bailey Circus would only come every couple of years. And in the off years, this other one came. My point was, though, I bought a chameleon from a guy who was walking up and down the aisles like he would have a tray full of beers, but it was a tray full of chameleons.
Yeah.
And you scoffed at that.
Right.
No, we didn't.
Got this
Okay.
from Greg. My grandparents would take me and my brothers to the Shriner Circus. There were people selling chameleons in boxes a little bit bigger than decks of cards going up and down the aisles. This would have been in the early 70s. I think that the days of the boxed chameleon being sold up and down the aisles are probably over.
Yeah, probably.
What about the days of the hermit crab in a little cart in the middle of the mall? Did you guys ever see those?
I saw those. Yeah, I know what you mean.
No, I haven't seen
They were little
those.
kiosks, and they
Yeah.
sold hermit crabs.
I think those are back. Maybe
Really?
not the kiosk at the mall, but like the beachside guys. I think they have those still.
Okay.
If you're in the Keys, say, somewhere a little bit of sunshine, a little bit of ocean.
Yeah, I'd watch a show where they had people who won goldfish at state fairs and county fairs and see who the biggest one was. And Kristi will back me up on this. Our friend Ricky had a goldfish from a state fair that lived for a decade.
Well,
that ended up being the size, nice, like 9-pounder.
Yeah, but it wasn't a goldfish we found out. Wasn't it an Oscar or
Yeah, but
something?
it was one of those little state fair
Oscar.
baggy things. So thanks for your letters. Josh, how would one reach us if they wanted to be a part of this group?
Bob and Tom at Bob and Tom is the email address, or check out the app. Download it. It's free. It's fun. You can contact us in a few different ways on the app, I believe. Can't they leave voice notes?
All kinds of
Voice
cool
notes.
stuff.
I like that.
We'd love to
Happy
hear
Ash
from you.
Wednesday. Father John in Boise sent me a very special Lent gift. I'd like to share it with everyone.
What'd you get there?
It's a coffee mug. What does that say?
It says, "Don't make me have to go to confession."
Yes, he actually sent it for all of you.
That's hilarious.
Actually, oddly enough, Jesus had a collection of coffee cups
Did he?
and salt and pepper shakers.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was very
Number
proud.
one son.
Yeah, he was very proud of it.
So thank you, Father John. This is a great way
Don't
to
crucify
kick off
me
Lent.
till I've had my coffee.
My dad's better than your dad. Stuff like
Here
that.
we go. I'm already in confession.
Now, are you going to be today, Ash? This is the first day of Lent.
Correct.
So does this mean no meat on Fridays?
Correct.
For a month? Okay.
So don't walk up to anybody and go,
Supposed to
"Hey,
fast today, too."
you got something there on your forehead.
Yeah.
Wipe that off. They're ashes."
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't like that. They get
Robert
very
has
mad at
written
you.
in. He says, "For Lent, I'm giving up all my New Year's resolutions."
Oh.
How about that?
Oh, yeah. I did more of a global thing. I always give up self-denial.
Mine's not funny. I don't give things up. I do things. I
That's
like to try
nice.
to do.
That's very nice.
That's the new way to go
Not-
about this.
No,
Yeah.
it's the wrong way to go about
What
it.
do you mean it's the
she's
wrong
getting
way?
farther and farther away from Jesus, I think, by doing this.
Really?
Privation is the key.
Yeah, you're supposed to suffer. You're supposed to give up one of your kids or
didn't-
something. Isn't that the way the Bible is?
I've got
Sacrifice
an
a kid.
idea.
Yeah, go.
Can we have your boyfriend's phone number?
Why?
Well, I'm just going to make a suggestion.
Yeah, maybe you should do something for him.
I like this time of year. It means fish sandwich season.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
There used to be the greatest grilled fish sandwich at Hardee's, and if you're listening, Hardee's, could you bring that back?
Please, for Christmas.
I got to
God,
tell you,
it's
the
so
filet
good.
o fish to me is
Yes.
a filet o fish and McDonald's fries is the perfect.
I
one.
like all of it. I like the name of the sandwich where they put
Yep.
the O in there and the
Yeah.
apostrophe. I love it all.
And this time of year, you can get the double.
I was looking at
What?
Lent. There's Lent-inspired like regional traditions. Like in a lot of Italian neighborhoods, they do a peppers and egg sandwich instead of like any meat on there. It looks fantastic. We got to get our hands on one of these peppers and egg sandwiches.
This is everything I love because it's seasonality. And our culture tends to have no seasons for anything anymore.
I can't get a good tomato at the right time.
Well, no, you shouldn't have to have a tomato that tastes like it's styrofoam. Everything is a season.
Network TV's a little rough now, though. It's just fish sandwich and tax place commercials. Yeah. Non-stop.
Yeah.
No, I got a channel for you. It's just all lawyers.
Oh,
If it makes you feel better, Josh, we're right around the corner from election commercials. That always cheers you up.
I went by a Christian church yesterday. They have drive-through ashes today.
Oh,
that
yeah.
does not seem correct to me.
It's just some guy smoking a cigarette coming in. There you go.
If you can bend the rules for you not giving up anything, they can have a drive-through ashing.
All right.
Okay.
Now, are the ashes technically the palms
From last year.
from
Yes.
last year? So they have to store them somewhere?
No, you bring your
I thought-
palms. Like, okay, so you get palms on Palm Sunday. You put them in your home, and then a few weekends before Lent, you bring them back to the church, and then at least that's how our parents
Did you
does it.
save yours?
Yeah, every year.
Here's what happened, Tom. Jesus and his buddies.
His
Yeah.
boys.
after the Last Supper. We've all seen that. They went out back and had a campfire, and they had s'mores because it was going to be a big party. He was leaving. You know, he knew what was happening. He knew. So they all had a big party, and those ashes that have been handed down from that s'more campfire.
All these years,
that's what they use for ash.
Is the lightning rod in place?
That's Chick McGee, Lord.
Once again, thank you, Father John.
Give it to me, Daddy. Let's go.
Wait till I move.
What'd you say, Ace?
What would you do?
Wait till I move.
Oh.
And Judas hogged the marshmallows. That's the
and all the chocolate.
This is, I think, the first time that the s'mores story has been invoked with regard to the
Book of
Last
S'mores.
Supper.
Would you guys like to come over for my annual Jesus Christ Superstar watching?
Gosh, I can't wait not to do that.
I'm just going to tell you a very short story.
What's the buzz?
One of my best friends loves that.
I love it.
It's his favorite play. I, on the other hand, I went to see it, and I leaned over to someone, and I said, I hope they crucify him in the first act, because I really want to leave.
Well, you saw a terrible version.
Yeah, with
I'm talking about the Ted Neely.
Bach as the star.
The Ted Neely
What do you
version
want?
is the only one.
I'm sorry. No,
Ted Neely still around?
No.
He's not? But he was doing Jesus
the
till he was
Decades,
80.
right? Yeah.
No, the guy, the famous guy was in the play. The guy
Ted Neely.
No, the guy that did Judas is the guy that did it for 40
Right.
years.
And so did Ted Neely play Jesus for years.
Denzel Washington.
No, that guy was on, we met him.
The larger point here is
Franklin Ajibe.
we're going to come back with, I love Franklin.
Of course you do. I knew you'd hear me about 10 seconds later.
He was an emerging comic in 1970. Very good. In the Richard Belzer era.
People point to him. I say,
By the way, Richard Belzer sadly has gone, and our friend Bill Sheft is in the process of already. He'd started a documentary about Richard. And did anybody read the article about what Belzer's last words were?
I did see that, yeah.
No, what were they?
We can't repeat them on the air.
Kind of funny to a buddy that was there.
We know how the documentary ends.
Yeah, well, the larger point here is that we all want to feel safe and have a great holiday season. And the best way to feel safe in your home, well, read the reviews. It's Simply Safe Home Security, staggeringly great reviews. And Chick McGee discovered Simply Safe long before we were talking about it on the radio.
Wouldn't you do everything and anything to protect your family? Of course you would. That's why we recommend Simply Safe Home Security. You go online, you design it yourself, it arrives at your home, and you install it yourself. Simply Safe makes it easy peasy lemon squeezy to protect every inch of your home. Simply Safe, designed with cutting-edge security technology and powered by 24/7 professional monitoring. You got an emergency? Well, Simply Safe's monitoring agents use Fast Protect technology to capture critical evidence and verify the threat is real. You get priority police dispatch. 24/7 professional monitoring costs under $1 a day. They're under $1, Tom. Less than half the price of traditional home security systems. You can lock and unlock your doors, access your cameras, arm and disarm your system right there from your app on your smartphone. And CNET just named Simply Safe their editor's choice pick. Customize the perfect system for your home in just a few minutes at simplysafetom.com. And there's a deal for you. Go today and claim a free indoor security camera plus 20% off your order with interactive monitoring. That's simplysafetom.com. Remember, there's no safe like Simply Safe.
Coming up, a tribute to Ash Wednesday from Little Timmy Kavanaugh. Oh, it's a classic. One of my very, very favorites.
Oh, my.
Also coming up in the news, we have insanely crazy wild pigs invading from Canada. Build the wall. Build the wall.
And it was bacon night in college basketball.
It all ties in.
Bacon!
This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7. Comedy, guests, Bob and Tom exclusives. And it's here on the internet. Bob and Tom 24/7.
Good morning. I'm Mark Allison. Thanks for joining us here on the Bob and Tom Show on a Wednesday, hump day, everybody. Jessica Alsman, Alli Breen on the way. Sexy time. Get your relationship letters into Alli Breen across all social media or allibreen.com. It's spelled ALLIBREEN. Alli gets your relationship letters, then reads them on the air, and our cast and crew try to decide what they can do to help give you some good advice for your relationships. We thought about calling the show Break Up, but for now, it's Dear Alli, or as Tom likes to call it, as I said, sexy time on the way on a Wednesday right here on Bob and Tom 24/7. More sports from Chick McGee up next. You're listening to Bob and Tom on a Wednesday. Good morning. I'm Mark Allison with a look at things you may have missed on this Wednesday. States in the northern plains largely shutting down ahead of a massive winter storm that could drop up to 2 feet of snow in some areas, accompanied by strong winds, dangerously cold temps. Many schools throughout the Dakotas, Minnesota, and Wisconsin called off for Wednesday ahead of the storm. Offices closed, as did the Minnesota legislature, which won't reconvene till Monday. Emergency management leaders warn people to stay off the roads or face potential whiteout conditions due to the snow and fierce winds. The system headed straight for the Minneapolis-St. Paul area, where 2 feet of snow or more are possible, more than a foot of snow expected in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Meanwhile, the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency has ordered Norfolk Southern to pay for cleanup of the East Palestine, Ohio train wreck and chemical release. The order came Tuesday as federal regulators took charge of long-term recovery efforts. The EPA warned Norfolk Southern that if it failed to comply, the agency would perform the work itself and seek triple damages from the company. Norfolk Southern's CEO promised to do what's necessary to ensure the community's long-term health. And that's a look at things you may have missed. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show. Looking to buy a new car, but the looking part is getting old hat? Well, maybe you need to try shopping at Bob Bile Motors. Bob Bile Motors.
Hi. Just stop into Bob Bile Motors and I'll show you my take a test drive and I'll also let you see my
That's Bob Bile Motors.
And hey guys, during Bob Bile's Celebration Bonanza Days, if you buy a car from Bob Bile Motors, I'll not only show you my and my I'll let you in the and after that, you're in the
Is that even possible? It is at Bob Bile Motors. Bob Bile Motors. Why the hell shop anywhere else?
Somebody get me a towel.
Due to pending litigation, Bob Bile Motors is suspending free hot dog Fridays.
Hey man, it's Donnie Baker, and the fact remains there's nothing better than being a VIP. And I don't mean like us dudes on Pervert Rabbit Xanadu's. I'm talking about a Bob and Tom VIP. Best thing, you'll never miss another minute of the show. I swear to God, you can hear the show here in the morning, and then cause you're a Bob and Tom VIP, you'll get the podcast of the entire show, a 12-month library of podcasts, hundreds of Bob and Tom comedy tapes, and a 60-day video archive of the show. Bob and Tom VIP. You have to get it. It's state law.
Hi, fellas. This is Floyd Tucker, the over-the-road trucker. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7, of course.
Hello. Bonjour. The perfect gift has arrived for the single man. The new cologne from the makers of Clintorius and Bonaire. France's most noted fashion designer, yours truly, Mr. Béchon of Paris, has developed an exciting and stimulating new scent for men.
Honey, come on. You've been in the bathroom for half an hour. What are you doing in there?
Just enjoying my masturbation.
Mr. Béchon, just slap a little on, repeatedly.
Oh, God. Thanks, I needed that.
When you use Mr. Béchon, she won't be able to keep her hands off of you. And neither will you.
Is that Mr. Béchon?
Yeah, I think that's the scientific name.
Mr. Béchon, why not jerk a bottle off your department store shelf today? Mr. Béchon, it's not a sin anymore.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Here's one of the fattest things I've ever done.
I ate a pie in a car.
By myself. The apple pie that we had, it was so thick and beautiful. I just ate it like a piece of pizza.
Wait a minute. So you ate a pie by cutting it into triangular pieces and eating it one by one?
Like a
what a weirdo!
Like a pizza.
No, like without a fork is what I meant. You pick it up and you eat it like a piece of pizza. You dick.
I actually I have a sexual fantasy associated with the earthquake.
Go.
All right, woke chick up. In my fantasy, I'm making love to this woman. Yeah. And then all of a sudden, she feels the earth move beneath her.
Ah, yes.
And then she rolls over on top of me and shields me from debris. Safety first, everybody. Safety first.
Hi, this is Kostaki Economopoulos, and you are listening.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Kristi Lee at the news desk.
Hi.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hello there.
Hi. There's Ace Cosby.
Howdy.
Howdy do. There's Willie Griswold.
Hey, man.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold, who I had no idea looks a little bit like Jim McMahon. No idea.
What?
What?
Hold that picture up.
Oh, yeah, a little bit in there.
The punky QB.
Right.
Yeah, that was during a live day in 1995. I was outside. I believe I'm urinating on the wheel of the van. Fortunately, that was close-up.
Classy.
I'm seeing Jack Nicholson.
Yeah, well, thank you.
Really?
You've got kind of the coolness of those beatnik guys, but a little bit more pretentious. That they don't have that kind of pretentious vibe to them, and you kind of have this off-putting.
And we're all seeing Willie, right? This is very much.
Yeah.
Do you guys think so?
Yeah, absolutely.
Man, I really hope I hold on to this hair. My goodness.
So your hairline's much better than mine. You're
Thank
you're going to have it for a long time.
Thank you, Uncle Jim.
Well, it's not Uncle Jim. I think it would be your grandfather on the other side.
It's everybody.
He's a cool guy.
Okay.
Gregor Mendel had something.
Okay. All right. Great. Today, as Kristi pointed out, is Ash Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
First day of Lent, and Kristi's kind of keeping it close to the vest, if you will, as to what she's giving up for Lent.
Not giving up anything. I'm doing more.
She's a denier, and where they got the ashes from. The story's right there in the Bible.
Okay.
It was a s'more cookout, him and the apostles.
But this is one of my favorites. This is little Timmy Kavanaugh, and his brother-in-law is doing the, well, you'll see. I'll tell you who it is in just a second. But this starts off as a parody of one of my very favorite songs of all time, in my top 10 of all time. Of all time.
Oh, God. Frankenstein, Dracula, and their friend Ledge decided one day to go to church. They found intriguing the things they'd hear. The phrase body and blood had really caught their ear. The blazing candles made Frankie nervous. The crucifix distracted Drac from the service. On top of that, they didn't realize it was Ash Wednesday, and to their surprise,
They got the ash.
they got the Monster Ash.
The Monster Ash.
They gave them out at Mass.
The Monster Ash.
Right after Mardi Gras.
That's why you ask.
They got the Monster Ash. It turned out to be a miraculous day. The three all repented and changed their ways. Dracula gave up sucking for Lent. If the
Cleveland Browns.
did it, that would be an event. They got the Monster Ash.
The Monster Ash.
They wore them with panache.
The Monster Ash.
The church went back and asked for a mustache.
They got the ash.
They got the Monster Ash.
The ash.
Drac, you've got something on your forehead. Let me get it. No, but it's a smudge. Look in the mirror. No, you can't look in the mirror.
Yes, the classics. That's Mike Toomey, who happens to be a great comedian, a Chicago-based TV guy, and he is the brother-in-law of little Timmy Kavanaugh, and that's a tremendous version of the monster Ash. And of course, you may recall we did a recent live day here with Duke Tomato and the Power Trio, and Dick Mango stopped by.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you want to hear a little taste of the
It's out of season,
of
but
the
sure.
Dick Mango.
Yeah, you're gonna-
just a taste.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Dick Mango.
So good to see you.
Just in the groove here.
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, we can tell.
I was working in the lab late one night when my eyes beheld an eerie sight. For my monster got up from his slab and rose, and suddenly, to my surprise, mash. He did the mash. He did the monster mash. The monster mash. It was a graveyard.
You get the idea. But the Monster Ash, of course, a great knockoff on the Monster Mash. One of my favorite songs of all time. They're absolutely perfect. You know what they say, Josh?
What do they say?
Poetry. Not too many words.
Yeah.
The exact right words in the exact right order.
Economic.
Perfect. That's
For sure.
That's what the Monster Mash is. We have Kristi Lee at the Bob and Tom News Desk.
Boy, do you.
Well, Kristi, would you like to go first for a little bit, and then I'll jump in later? Or?
No, I'm not ready.
You sure?
Good.
Yeah.
Kristi's wearing a beautiful hockey sweater. That is just a tremendous sweater.
Yeah, and the back is really cool. Do you see
It's got Kristi's name on it, number 10.
That's awesome.
Now, do you have a bunch of those, Josh? You're the hockey fan in the room.
I've got about, 4 or 5 blue sweaters.
Yeah, you call them sweaters. You don't call
You
them
never wear them.
Yeah, maybe I should more.
Yeah.
Is it like Blues legends you have or any current players?
No, I don't think I have any players' names on the backs at all.
Who's the guy you like right now? Who's your favorite Blues player?
Oh, gosh. Favorite?
Joe Bonamassa?
Yeah, well, my favorite was just traded, so I'd have to... Oh, yeah, he's a good blues player.
Joe Bonamassa is one of the greatest guitar players. Sorry.
What's the guy's name who wears 22? What's his name? Shattuck or
Shattenkirk?
Shattenkirk.
Yeah, double deuces.
Double deuces.
Or actually, Shat Deuces is his Twitter handle.
His name is Shattenkirk?
Yes. Yeah.
And he wears 22.
Yeah, he hasn't been on the Blues for a while, but he's still a fine defenseman.
It'd be like a picture of Sinatra and
Here we go.
Captain Kirk, William Shattenkirk. Sorry, where were we? I know we were going to whip over to the sports page with Mr. Chick McGee. Anything at all going on in sports?
Well, you got it. Here we go, Tom. Thousands of happy Virginia Tech fans last night erupted in Blacksburg, their home court. They won free bacon at a recent Hokies basketball game. It was last night between Miami and Virginia Tech. The Hokies found themselves down late in the second half of a matchup with Miami. But the rules are if the opposing team, while they're playing in Blacksburg, if anybody on that team misses 2 free throws in a row in the last 8 minutes, everybody in the building wins free bacon.
Hilarious.
Wow.
And that's exactly what happened last night. And here's my boy from ESPN. It's Reese Davis and how it sounded.
Now, we got to get this here. After Jordan Miller missed that free throw, the crowd's going nuts. Here's why. If he misses the second one, everybody in this house gets free bacon. Bacon for everybody! Yeah!
Do you think he missed it on purpose?
Sizzled up in the frying pan. The Hokies 6-1 all time.
The crowd may have thrown him a little bit.
6-1 all time when they've given away free bacon, but they did lose last night to Miami, 76-70.
I just love that they have their own tradition, something special.
And somebody gives away Chick-fil-A for the same reason. It's I think everybody should try it. Free bacon, free food.
But I mean, I just like the fact that they have their own thing. As opposed to
South Carolina has
so many of these sports teams, they all have the exact same looking mascot, and they do what everybody else does. It's like, for example, the phrase about Austin, Texas, keep Austin weird.
Yeah, it's Portland now too.
Now all these other cities are doing it. How about keep your city original? But that's a cool tradition. Good for them. Good for them.
You like bacon, Tom?
Bacon?
God, who doesn't like bacon?
I like bacon. I think bacon became, a few years ago, they infused bacon into too many things. And suddenly we had bacon lube at one point. In fact, it was kosher bacon lube, so I'm not sure how they put that.
How does that work?
I don't know, but it was written right on there. They had bacon vodka, and it became too much. But bacon is delicious, of course. Your thoughts?
Oh, I love bacon. I love bacon on anything. Although I don't really, I'm really persnickety about my bacon.
Are you?
It has to be really just almost too crispy. And then
Me too, I like them. Yeah. Nothing better than a nice BLT with crisp lettuce in the summer.
Thick?
I want it to be able to put it right in my mouth without it going limp. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Have you ever had something, it's going in your mouth, and you're going, oh, yeah, and then it goes limp?
Oh, boy. Yeah,
How many times has that happened? Really embarrassing.
Yeah, okay. Again, Kristi.
What are y'all staring at me for? What's the problem?
Kristi, you look so hot in your.
Oh, well, thank you, John.
Yeah, you're too old to say hot.
I think some people are high sticking in this room. What's the penalty for that, Josh?
High sticking?
3-minute major, I think, isn't it? Something like that.
Well, it would be a 4-minute, but I don't know.
Do you have to hit somebody with the stick? How does that work exactly?
Yeah, but most of the time it is after somebody's hit with a stick. And a lot of high sticks are accidents, but yeah, they still.
That hurts, huh?
Oh man, it's gotta suck.
Have you ever picked up a hockey stick?
Do you remember the day we did our show from the brink? And I got a
brink or the ring?
We're always doing the show from the brink.
The rink, and I got a errant shot in my shin.
Oh,
those hurt.
Yeah, no kidding.
And it wasn't from a pro. It was just.
I'm always amazed when they show someone with the puck and making a goal, but they do it in slow motion. You can see how the hockey stick bends. And it's like, how do they... that puck's got to be 3,000 miles an hour for the stick to bend like that. It's amazing, really.
So they're giving away bacon. That's a cool tradition.
Yeah. And South Carolina gives away Chick-fil-A. They call it the foul shot.
Oh,
sure.
Like a chicken.
They should come out with a special line of shoes.
Who?
Go on.
For the bacon thing.
Oh.
The air fryer.
Oh, gosh.
that could be for a religious thing. You have a monk wearing like brown shoes that match his frock.
He's a German monk.
The air fryers.
What is the difference between a monk and a friar?
I don't know. I think a friar is a designated person in an established religion of the Christian faith, I believe.
Isn't Friar Church of England?
Yeah,
Isn't
I think so.
And it's the guys with the weird, like the bald
tonsure.
Middle of their head.
Listen to your dad.
It's called a tonsure.
A tonsure?
All I know is the end of a Daffy Duck cartoon.
Yes.
They shave he shaves his head, then just leaves around the edges. And he goes, just call me Friar Duck.
Oh, great.
That's a good time.
That's terrific. I'm not sure. I think it's a Christian thing versus a monk could be any whatever.
I think he's trying to say more ethnic, but doesn't know how to say it.
I think that...
Any denomination?
I think so.
Or maybe no denomination? I'm not too sure.
Couldn't you be like a monk of some Asian religion? Or
of course. Buddhist monks.
Buddhist monks.
Sure, yeah.
Tibetan monks.
Whereas, can you be a Christian monk?
Yes.
Technically? Okay,
Yeah.
I don't know.
We had the monks making cheese, and they were in
we had the
France.
monks that, did the champagne thing in France.
Pat, if you're in there... Oh, you're not. Oh, sorry.
That's not there.
I want one of those. You ever go to a temple and they have these giant bells? They're upside down. It looks like a 55-gallon oil drum.
Oh, yeah.
A big bell?
But they're gold.
Do you have one of the smaller ones?
I have one of the smaller ones, but I want one of the big ones that weighs like 700 pounds, and I can barely get it into my backyard. That's what I want.
Have you seen those used in like sound therapy?
That's,
sure.
Is that what you have? The one where you...
The little one,
Yeah.
the little baby one. Yeah, it's hanging from my clothesline. Not nearly as romantic as a giant one. I know it does sound odd, and it is. Leave me alone. It's the compound.
Would you put the clothespins in there?
You see, this is why I'm putting up a privacy fence. I don't need women like her, which I'm up to my neck in my neighborhood. Oh, good Lord, what's he doing now?
How'd that go yesterday?
God. Oh, my God. None of your business. Stay out of my business. More sports coming up.
Okay, what do you got?
Well, Nate McMillan's looking for work. Bless his heart. He's a good man. But he was called into the office, and the general manager said, I want you to clean your desk out. You're out of here by 3. You're fired. And he said, can do, boss.
Ooh.
So who is he? Nate McMillan, coach of the Hawks. Even a cursory note.
Let's move on.
Not everybody knows who that is.
No one knows
NBA.
who the coach of St. Louis Blues is.
You know what? You're kind of right on that. We've been wondering who's coaching.
Right now.
Tough season.
It's quiz time. Chick McGee, your sleep number setting is?
100.
It's a nice firm mattress. Kristi Lee.
40.
40. That's not so firm.
Kind of the opposite of him.
Yes.
Wrong.
Let me discuss the Sleep Number bed concept. It's so simple, but it's so brilliant. 8 out of 10 couples prefer a different mattress firmness, and the Sleep Number bed does just that for you. You can adjust the firmness on either side at the touch of a button, and you can also find out that the importance of sleep. Also, is your partner snoring? Sleep Number's got a solution for you, perhaps, with the Flex Fit Smart Adjustable Base. Find out what I'm talking about, all the great Sleep Number beds, because the Ultimate Sleep Number event is about to end. So you've been thinking about getting a great new bed. Check this out. It's the Ultimate Sleep Number sale, 50% off the Sleep Number 360 Limited Edition Smart Bed. And special financing is available for a very limited time. Get all the details at your favorite Sleep Number store. You find it by going to sleepnumber.com/BT show. By the way, this special offer is subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payments are required. Once again, details at sleepnumber.com. And you'll enjoy your Sleep Number bed because it's adjustable. Every night you can change it if you want to. And some of these Sleep Number smart beds will actually tell you how to get more sleep. And again, the average, I want to say, I read this the other day, the average Sleep Number bed user gets 28 more minutes of the deepest kind of sleep that you need. So that's why you want to get the Sleep Number bed. Sleepnumber.com/BT show. Coming up, we have not snakes on a plane, but another critter you're not going to be real happy with, and other delights. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Text us at 888-262-8661. More Bob and Tom next. State law.
Now, we have a request. Kristi, do you feel like doing a little something over there?
Something like what?
Well, we have a request for Kristi does a thing she does on occasion on stage with Henry Phillips. And
I see.
They are going to be working together.
Oh,
I don't know.
We were going to use that as a tease to get people to Wiley's on Saturday to see the big.
Well, I mean,
the big show.
The big
that'd be
duet.
nice, but there are a lot of people who can't make it.
Didn't we hear a new version of the? Wasn't it?
Yeah. Did you guys ever?
Yeah, we did get that.
Oh, cool.
We played that.
Yeah.
Well, why don't we? Can you do the original? Do you know?
That's the more politically correct version.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever guys tried this on the air here?
Have we? Yeah, I think we have. I don't know. Gosh, Henry, it's been so long since I've seen you, and I just thought that would be great to kind of maybe sit here and talk about some things like the weather. Have you noticed how hot it's gotten? Oh my God, and the humidity.
She's talking again.
I have some friends that have shown
really
up
bugging
at
me.
the
She's
beach
talking again.
wearing the most ungodly
It's
outfits.
so embarrassing. I look at my friend.
I don't know what women are thinking.
I think
these
she's
days.
psycho because she's talking and talking and talking and talking and talking and
talking. But at least make sure your surgeon gets your nipples in the right place, because I hate it when they skew left. God, what is that all about? You would think.
She's talking again. I need a cigarette. She's talking again.
Here's the other.
I wish we never met. She's talking again. She's like a TV set. She's talking and talking and talking. I'm gonna go insane.
Cellulite was something everybody.
I'm in
has,
horrific
so why
pain.
would you even do that to yourself? And then
I think she's on cocaine.
Your stomach looks like a battleground.
Maybe I need some because she's talking and talking and talking and talking.
I'll tell you what. If she
I
wears that
don't
bathing
care
suit
about
one
a
more
word
time, I
you
am
say.
gonna have to-
You
I don't know.
already told that stupid
Strap her to her
story
room so
anyway.
she sees a
I'm
mirror.
gonna get a 38 and blow myself away because you're talking.
You look at yourself in the mirror and go, "This is as good as I am ever gonna look." Oh my God! And to go out in public like that? What is she thinking? I was at a black tie event
She's
the other night.
talking
Henry,
again.
and the girl had
It's
on
really
this dress.
bugging me. She's talking
Her husband's
again.
in a beautiful
It's
tuxedo.
so embarrassing. I look at my friends.
Unbelievably low
I think
cut
she's
dress.
psycho because she's
I
talking
couldn't
and
believe
talking
it. Here
and
we
talking.
are trying to raise money for a charity, and her breasts are hanging out.
She's talking again.
Oh my God, she's 55 years old. Come
She's
on.
talking again.
Press your age. What are you trying to prove?
She's talking
we all
again.
know that once you start drinking, you're going to hit on your husband's best friend, and that is not
She's
attractive.
talking again.
See what you miss when you're gone for just a couple of months, hon?
Wow.
Kristi Lee, along with Henry Phillips. I heard something about nipples the wrong way and
Have you
breasts
ever
hanging
seen
out.
that?
Skewing the wrong way.
Yeah.
Sometimes they put them back, they're not exactly
Okay, thank you.
lined up.
Yeah, it kind of looked like Marty Feldman nipples.
Is that what they call it in the textbooks?
I
for the
think so.
plastic surgeon? We have a request. Kristi, do you feel like doing a little something over there?
Something like what?
Well, we have a request for Kristi does a thing she does on occasion on stage with Henry Phillips. And
I see.
They are going to be working together.
Oh,
I don't know.
We were going to use that as a tease to get people to Wiley's on Saturday to see the big.
Well, I mean,
the big show.
The big
that'd be nice, but there are a lot of people who can't make it.
Didn't we hear a new version of the? Wasn't it?
Yeah. Did you guys ever?
Yeah, we did get that.
Oh, cool.
We played that.
Yeah.
Well, why don't we? Can you do the original? Do you know?
That's the more politically correct version.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever guys tried this on the air here?
Have we? Yeah, I think we have. I don't know. Face legal challenges, and we'll first have to go through a 30-day public comment period. And a trial of a 4-day work week in Britain, billed as the world's largest, has found that most employees are less stressed or burned out and have better work-life balance. Findings from the University of Cambridge, Boston College, and other researchers released this week show most of the 61 companies that participated from June to December with a 4-day work week say revenue largely stayed the same. There was also a 57% drop in the likelihood of employees quitting from the same period a year earlier. The 4-day work week. Wouldn't that be nice? And that's your news. I'm Kristi Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Last vacation we took was Smoky Mountains with my mom, Phyllis.
Oh, very nice.
We stayed at a motel where smoking wasn't even allowed.
Oh.
State law, no smoking in Smokies. Mom, Phyllis was so pissed she had to smoke over by the dumpster.
Where the bears are.
So, hey, motel manager, if you're listening, here's a 5-letter wordle for you. Eat me. I swear to God.
That's 2 words, Donnie. It can only be 1 word in Wordle.
How about blowing out your ass? Is that too many letters?
Yeah, there you go.
Wow.
Yeah.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, this is Bobcat Goldthwait, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Good morning, Bob and Tom Show.
Bonjour, Bob and Tom.
Hi.
It's
Pepe Lescrote.
Pepe Lescrotum. Good morning,
Hi,
Pepe.
Pepe.
Como allez-vous with you?
Oh, we're fine.
Hi, Pepe. I heard you were talking about my old job.
Your old job was?
Oui, collecting the non-urine.
Oh,
the
is that your job?
Used in these fertility drugs.
Yes, it was a terrible, terrible job, and I'm glad I no longer do it.
Well, why was it so bad?
Well, you have to go around, collecting the urine. But I just wanted to call to tell you why they had to stop using it.
Why?
Well, it's a terrible, terrible thing. These babies, they were conceived and born with using the non-urine. When they came out, they would not cry. When they were spanked,
They wouldn't?
no.
Why?
You had to wrap them across the hands with a ruler.
I see.
Hey, Chick McGee.
Yes, Pepe.
What are the only 3 words you need to know in French?
Oh, I know this one. That's right.
Thank you, Pepe Lescrotum.
Au revoir.
Hey, don't say we didn't warn you. There's laughter ahead.
You guys want to grab lunch?
We can't go anymore.
Holy
That's
cow.
a good day's work, everybody.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7. Bob and Tom 24/7.
Coming up.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Kristi Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Josh Arnold. There's Ace Cosby. Hey. There's Willie Griswold.
Chickster.
I'm Chick McGee. And here's Tom. Hello, Tom.
This is that kind of bluesy. It's midnight somewhere. Midnight.
Why does it have to be midnight?
This is kind of late night music. This really isn't your kind
of sounds like the white guy blues.
Breakfasty music. I got the white guy blues.
Yeah, see?
They didn't have any quinoa.
No quinoa.
They didn't have any cake.
Yeah. Whoa, this sparkling water is flat. And her ankles got fat. Oh, sorry. Where were we? The white man's blues. I think we were in the middle of a sportscast. Is that correct?
Oh, jeez. The Atlanta Hawks fired Coach Nate McMillan, who was unable to follow up on the success of leading his team to the 2021 Eastern Conference Finals. Remember that when the world was young?
Trae Young.
Hawks general manager Landry Fields announced the firing yesterday. The Hawks are 29-30. And 8th in the East this season, struggling to remain in the second half of 2021. His success that season earned him the full-time position. Overall, in 19 seasons, McMillan has a 760-668 record with the Seattle Supersonics. Remember them? They were fun. Portland and the Pacers, and now the Hawks.
That's not the best sports story that has Seattle in it, though, today.
What's
Seattle?
Did I give you the XFL story?
Yeah.
Ace, did you see what happened?
Is this your way of telling me that
he's bored with your real sports?
The XFL story, and I will, just to keep you quiet. XFL fans in an uproar. Security staff took away their beer snake during a game day between the D.C. Defenders and Seattle Sea Dragons. I thought this was in D.C. I think the game was in D.C.
Yeah.
After Audi Field, security confiscated the beer cup snakes, a tradition among Defenders fans.
What is a beer cup snake?
This is why I printed this story. A tradition. Isn't this the first game of...
No. It's the first game. Yeah.
So it's a tradition?
Oh, my God.
And what is a beer snake, man?
I don't know.
It's when you take all the empty beer cups and you stack them up, and then they kind of wiggle, resembling a
Seen these? They were at the the World Cup, and they were singing John Denver songs and had the beer cup snake from the field to the upper deck.
Yeah,
it was amazing,
gigantic.
How do they get it up there?
It reached.
It reaches up
What do
there
you mean?
because everybody puts their cup in it.
What do you mean? How do they get it
They
up
balance it, and it can lean. Everybody can hold it.
Oh, this sounds like it's more interesting than the game.
It's a testament of cooperation and love among the fans.
I love this thing. So what happened then? The beer snake.
He loves this thing. He didn't know what it was.
Taken away by the authorities.
What I loved about the story was they said it's a tradition in a team that's been playing exactly half a game.
Maybe they meant the beer snake was a tradition in other sports.
So the fans got so mad that they took their beer snake away. The spectators responded by booing and launching lemons at the field.
I don't know. Lemons?
I don't know
where the hell do they get lemons.
Well, it's a tradition to have lemons at the game.
Maybe they were all drinking Blue Moons. Oh, no, that'd be oranges.
DC fans told ESPN sideline reporter Stormy Wantnotny. Okay.
What?
Paper, pencil.
Okay, hang on a minute.
Here's her last name.
Yep.
All right.
B-U-O.
B-U-O.
Are you going to do this with all the letters? N-A-N-T-O-N-Y.
Buonantony.
Buonantony.
Buonantony. No, wait a minute.
Boo-foo. No.
No.
I know her name's Stormy.
Blow me. No.
She's a hell of a sideline reporter. I know that.
Buonantony.
According to ESPN commentators, hashtag free the snake was trending on Twitter. It's still unclear, it says here, where the lemons came from.
Yeah, why do
I think I still have that game on the DVR, so
you have to watch for us.
You have this game on the DVR?
Yeah, you didn't watch it live. So.
Take up knitting
but you're saving it?
Good Lord.
No, I'll probably watch it Friday night.
Who won?
I think Washington did.
Well, they're both Washington, aren't they?
No,
Seattle, Washington, and
Seattle and D.C. But it was is the Audi Field in D.C.?
Yes.
Okay, I'm sorry. I don't know. I haven't memorized all the fields.
Just saying you got it wrong.
Wrigley, I know.
Wrong.
I know Audi is an excellent motor vehicle company. Certainly one of the best cars I've ever had back in the day. Chickster, you ever drive an Audi?
Yeah. I've heard tell of an Audi.
Yeah.
Yeah, what up?
You don't hear about like Edsel Field.
Anybody name their kid Edsel anymore? It has Eddie.
Eddie.
Help me, Eddie.
That's a good question.
Edsel?
I kind of doubt it. I mean, there are certain names that go into disfavor. Edsel, Adolf.
You know what name I decided I like? And I would name my son this.
Bertha?
Ralph.
It's a good name, Ralph.
Yeah. I think the euphemism for vomit sort of put an end to that for a little while.
I Ralphed.
Yeah. But now I don't see anything wrong with little Ralphie.
Now,
Ralph.
Tom, do you remember a certain air personality in this building named
yes. Edsel Ferrari.
Ralph Arnold doesn't work that well, but Ralphie Arnold, I think, works okay.
Oh, that's
By the way, are you planning on having this kid all by yourself? Because you're going to have to.
You don't think the missus would agree?
I will bet $10,000 right now that it'll never happen.
There's nothing wrong with him having a child by himself. Let him have one.
Thank you. That's what my therapist tells me.
Yeah, absolutely.
Why don't you knock her
Be
up
a
and
great single dad.
I think her husband would have a few things to say, too.
He'd probably be able to give him something to go to therapy about. No, I'm just saying, I don't think there's a woman in the world that's going to say to Josh, well, that's a good idea. We're going to name our kid Ralph.
What do you got against Ralph?
It was my dad's middle name.
Okay, then it's fine. It's family name. Go for it.
What would you go for his middle? Ralph blank Arnold.
Waldo.
Ralph Waldo Arnold is pretty great.
Like Ralph Waldo
Of
Emerson.
course.
It's
classy.
I wouldn't do that because then it would just be...
It has kind of a Flintstones feel.
The kid misses one letter on a spelling test, and his friends make fun of him for the rest of his life. Then he can't read. He gets a problem with it. You're done.
Every one of my kids was going to have the middle name Chick.
Thank you.
Yep. Mm-hmm. So Ralph,
I've constantly said
Ralphie Chick Arnold.
Baby boy or girl, Charlie is adorable.
Yeah, you're absolutely
I have one of those.
You're absolutely right about
Chick?
that.
Adorable.
Charlie.
Okay. We have more sports, and what would that include?
World record coming up, and a story about Aaron Rodgers.
Okay, and I found the video.
I'm happy to do this one.
Of this, what's it called? This beer snake at the Audi Field in Washington,
Do you see
D.C.
how it's put together now?
Yeah, it's
Tom?
cool. But
So
have you seen the halftime? These fans they're throwing their GEDs onto the field. They're really
Wow.
good crowd.
You gonna sit there and take that, Ace?
According to Whiskey Nick on Twitter, the beer snake started in 2020 when the XFL first returned.
And Whiskey Nick would know.
It was so popular even then.
There's no higher authority than Whiskey Nick.
That's right.
Yeah, Whiskey Dick, on the other hand, his column about human sexuality really fizzled.
That the commissioner, Oliver Luck, took part in adding to it and promoting it. So I guess
okay.
It is a tradition.
Sure. I mean, it's all about sales.
Yeah.
It's fun. They call it the Fanaconda.
I like that, too.
Have you seen the Fanaconda, the beer snake?
I do wonder who came out. It was a pretty good idea to start that. It's better than the Wave, right? And why are people upset with the Wave? I kind of like the Wave.
The only time the Wave is inappropriate is when it's a very close game.
Okay.
And it's or maybe a playoff situation.
And they're playing Huey Lewis, Hip to Be Square.
Well, you always get, oh, no, they're doing the Wave. What is this, 1986?
Yeah.
I just like,
it's 15-2. They're bored. Let them do it.
Yeah.
They're watching the XFL. Well, thank you very much, Chick McGee. We'll get to that and more. Also coming up, we have something you're going to like. TikTok's newest fad. Have you heard about this?
Have you heard about this, Josh?
No.
Josh Mooley will really like
it's right up your alley, Josh.
Okay.
It involves intimacy and human nudity.
Oh, yeah.
When we come back, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Even though we're not too much to look at, you can also watch the show on our YouTube channel.
You ever been to one of those? They have one line, and you have to be focused.
It's a special register just for cigarettes.
Yeah, they only have the cigarettes in one line.
Oh, okay.
Okay. The guy who worked at that line, militant anti-smoker. I walked up, I was like, Marlboro Lights, and he goes, like he's exhausted. It's like soft pack or hard. And I'm like, hard. He goes, hundreds of regular. And I'm like, regular. He goes, you wouldn't have to answer all these questions if you just quit smoking. And I was like, you son of a gun. You did not. And then he backs off. He's like, you'll quit when you're ready. I smoked for 27 years. And I was like, really? He goes, yeah. And he goes, when I knew it was time to quit smoking? And I was like, no. And he goes, it was when my doctor told me I have lung cancer. And I'm like, wait, you have one line to buy cigarettes and you put the lung cancer guy in charge of that line? You can't. You don't have a 17-year-old just discovering the joys of tobacco that you can stick. You can't make. I think lung cancer could be the greeter, and it would be a lot harder to work into the conversation.
spanning the globe to bring you the constant variety of
Loads of curvy cleavage on display.
the thrill of victory and the agony of defeat.
Don't touch those.
Sorry. The human drama of
Loads of curvy cleavage on display.
This is
The Bob and Tom Show. No shoes, no shirt, no talent.
Pat Godwin on assignment today, but he will be appearing this weekend at Big Brother's Big Sister fundraiser in Lancaster, Ohio. Again, that's Saturday, February the 25th. Also on Saturday, February 25th, Greg Warren laughs at the Lincoln in Belleville, Illinois. And Donnie Baker this Friday, February 24th, the Capitol Theater in Burlington, Iowa. Then Saturday, February 25th, my gosh, Donnie Baker at the One Event Center in Quincy, Illinois. DonnieBaker.com for tickets and information. And coming up at the end of March, Friday, March 31st, the Dow Event Center, Saginaw, Michigan. The Friends of the Bob and Tom Show Comedy Tour, Pat Godwin, Josh Arnold, and Kostaki Economopoulos. All three on the same night. Friday, March 31st, again, the Dow Event Center in Saginaw, Michigan. The 2023 tour, the Friends of the Bob and Tom Show rolls on. Pat Godwin, Josh Arnold, and Kostaki Economopoulos. That'll be a great show. Get your tickets now before they sell out. And you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
I'm Chick McGee with your Bob and Tom sports update. In the NBA, the Atlanta Hawks have fired their head coach, Nate McMillan, who was unable to follow up on the success of leading the team to the 2021 Eastern Conference Finals. Hawks general manager Landry Fields announced the firing yesterday. The Hawks are 29-30 and 8th in the East this season. Top 25 college basketball yesterday. Number 8, Texas beat number 23, Iowa State. Number 14, Kansas State over number 9, Baylor. Number 10, Marquette beat number 19, Creighton. Number 25, Texas A&M over number 11, Tennessee. Number 13, Miami beat Virginia Tech. Villanova upsetting number 16, Xavier. Michigan State beat number 17, Indiana. And number 22, San Diego State over Colorado State. NHL winners in regulation: Detroit, Montreal, Carolina, Tampa Bay, Toronto, Minnesota, and Edmonton. And Nashville and Chicago both win in shootouts. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
That's awful.
Awful entertaining.
Essential Morning Radio. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24/7.
Norman, honey, what you doing? It's getting late.
I'm downstairs, honey. Just getting some cereal. Snookums.
Thank God he found it. I was getting desperate. I hope this works. You know, Judy tried it with Ted, and she said he's become insatiable.
Boy, will Snookums be in for a treat, because her hubby is chomping on the new cereal for men who are sexually dysfunctional. It's Nuttin' Raisin, honey.
This sure is tasty. Honey, I'll be right up.
Nuttin' Raisin Honey, the cereal that gets you up in the morning, or any time for that matter. Nuttin' Raisin Honey. Ladies, he'll love the taste, and you'll love that filling feeling.
Oh, my God, Norman, where did you get that thing?
Nuttin' Raisin Honey from Post. Who else? Nuttin' Raisin Honey, coming to a store near you. Nuttin' Raisin Honey, eat them from the bowl or right out of the box.
Hey, everybody, this is Jimmy Pardo. You recognize my voice from the show and my face from television. You are listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, guys, it's Eli.
Hey,
oh, hi,
Eli.
Hey, Eli. You nailed it, Patty. It's about as low as it gets. You know what, Eli? You're just feeling sorry for yourself. Look, I was thinking, there's no need to get down. I mean, just because you're grounded at work don't mean you can't gain yards. I've got a fresh, hot Papa John's pizza you could run by the house. God knows you wouldn't want to try to pass it. You'd probably get picked off by the mailman. Oh, yeah.
All day, all night, all Bob and Tom. This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Sencha.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show at the news desk. It's Kristi Lee. There's Josh Arnold. Hello, Waste Cosby.
He's coming off a pair of hard-boiled eggs. Not bad.
Not bad?
Yeah. You got to eat them by twos, you know.
Do you?
Yeah.
Are there any other foods that you have to eat by twos?
Lobster tail.
Oh, nice.
Can't just have one lobster tail.
Well, Little Caesars finally caught up with the
lobster.
Pizza.
Yeah, oh, that'd be good.
There's Willie. Hi, Willie. I'm Chick. Here's Tom.
Well, thank you very much, Chick McGee. Now, we have some sporting news to get to. Coming up, we have a new TikTok thing that's rather interesting.
Love TikTok. Love it.
It involves nakedness. So we'll find out about
don't
that.
keep me waiting. What about this TikTok thing? What's going on?
Boobs? Is it about boobs?
Yes, it's about boobs.
Boobs and
Those
butts?
also are good too.
Yeah, big fan of
A new boob flashing challenge on TikTok appears to be taking on the app's moderation system. According to BuzzFeed News, TikTok users have been exposing their breasts using a variety of blink and you'll miss it techniques in what is being called the Fupa Challenge, named after the now suspended account that initiated the flashing videos.
I see.
Videos include users flashing from a distance, peeking a nipple around a corner, or showing nudity in the reflection of faucets.
Oh.
The trend appears to be testing how the app moderates content, which runs videos through an automated system that uses computer vision to see if they might contain anything that we're not supposed to see.
Tom, you know what FUPA is, right? I don't know how to tell you what it is on the air.
Front,
upper.
I thought it was fat upper.
Fat upper, yes, sorry.
Fat upper blank area.
Okay.
Get the camera off me.
It's the same P that's in WAP.
I see. Okay, I've got you.
There you go.
But this is called the FUPA. I'm looking at this article. It's spelled FOOPAH.
Right.
That's why I'm confused.
Yeah, well, that's just the
You're
handle
doing
of the TikTok channel.
what is it? The anagram version.
The
FUPA.
That's the only
acronym.
Okay. What did I say? Yeah, acronym. Sorry. So the notion is that they're trying to sneak nudity onto TikTok.
Exactly.
All right.
Okay. So the people with signs saying, show us your ticks.
And I'll play with my talk.
Nice.
Wait a minute. Instead of toys for tots, it would be for dicks. I'll have to work on that one, too. So I don't know anything about TikTok, except it's usually involving getting teenagers to eat detergent pods and other gigantically stupid things.
It's a weapon of the Chinese Communist Party, and here's the deal. Sorry.
But it's a really fun weapon. It's kind of cool. They got little videos on there.
You see?
You can watch little stand-up videos.
It's distracting you.
You can watch videos of unlikely animal friendships on there.
Hell yeah, you can.
Little recipes.
You're distracted by that and a balloon in the sky. Meanwhile, China's giving missiles to Russia.
Yeah. No, let's not.
Hacking all your personal information.
And don't forget sending diseases worldwide, killing millions of people. So does TikTok, I'm not quite clear, do they have then a AI situation that's monitoring?
Yeah, they have a computer system that looks for and makes sure that doesn't air.
Why? What do they
care? And
if
it does, you get kicked off.
Yeah.
I tried to post a picture of me cooking bacon with my shirt off. They reported it.
Are you serious?
They said those naturals are way too heavy, man. You can't put those on here.
Sorry about that.
Self-deprecating.
Why? I just am asking why they care. With all the porno sites out there, what's the difference?
Well, TikTok is a very young demographic. It skews quite young.
Well, it doesn't matter how any young kid worth his can log on to, what is it called? Braziers? What's the one you like, Josh?
Oh, no, Brazzers.
Brazzers.
Yeah, that's the pay site for Kings. You know what I mean? Well, Reality Kings. Kings is right there in the name. That's not bad also. I'm trying to get free porn. Your Bang Bros, your Brazzers,
So
your Reality
they have, I guess, what is it? Some kind of software that can look for nipples?
Yep.
And they're just trying to beat the system by having the reflection of it in a faucet or something?
Yes.
Wow, you got to be really hard up to...
I think they're just having fun.
Yeah.
I think they're just going, hey, look, I beat it.
I beat the system. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but now my problem with this is now you're going to get some congresswoman all over the thing because of this. Well, the fourth grader saw a nipple, and I think we should ban computers. And while we're at it, let's burn some books. I say we can burn books and heat houses.
It won't be a congresswoman, Tom. It'll be a closeted congressman.
I do like show us your ticks. But you got to have just TIC, right?
Right.
Because there's no C.
Yeah, you don't want to see the TICKs.
Yeah, that'd be unpleasant.
I hate ticks. They're disgusting little creatures.
TikTok is with K's. TIKTOK.
That's what I said. You don't have a C in it. I just said that.
What?
I kind of messed it up. Yeah. Okay. Sorry.
Okay, I'm sorry. We were at the sports page before we got into the boob flashing trend on TikTok.
Boobs. Oh, I'm alone in this. Wow.
I was waiting. I was going to do like a boobs guy, the science guy thing, like a Bill Nye thing.
Oh, there you go.
Is this, I wonder, this. I just thought of something. Do you think that this story is being released today because yesterday was the whole show us your boobs thing in New Orleans?
Oh, because of Mardi Gras? Maybe.
Because of Mardi Gras?
Maybe.
Do you think that they're trying to capitalize on the... No?
Potentially.
That's kind of the original show us your boobs challenge.
Oh, sure.
And this is the thing on TikTok? Okay, well, we'll see. Thank you very much. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Green Bay Packers are reportedly, quote, disgusted with, close quote, quarterback Aaron Rodgers and are ready to move on.
They haven't been?
Yeah.
The report comes from sports writer Bob McGinn.
Oh, McGinn's good. McGinn and McGuire just
getting higher in L.A. You know where that's at.
Bob McGinn.
Did he come out of his little darkness thing yet?
Bob McGinn only has one shin. I don't know. He said, this McGinn guy said in a podcast with Tyler Dunn of GoLongTD.com.
Who likes long TDs?
That the
National Geographic kind of.
The Packers are done with Rodgers. McGinn continued, he's not coming back. I mean, they're disgusted with him, and they're done with him. It's the third year. Aaron's done this.
Sure.
But, of course, he's an American hero. McGinn cited his own instincts, league knowledge, and discussions with someone who has firsthand knowledge in the Packers. He predicts that if Rodgers does insist on returning, he'll be the backup to the quarterback, the young quarterback they have, Jordan Love.
I hope they have him back up Jeopardy. Remember, he was good hosting that, didn't he?
I never did see an episode where he did it.
I never saw an episode.
I thought he did a nice job.
Well,
because that probably doesn't pay as much as being an NFL quarterback, I'm guessing. Yeah, cut and pay there.
Yeah. And that's sports.
Oh, that's it? Okay,
yep, that's it.
Hang on a second.
You're welcome.
Hey, Lucky, this is what you farted for.
Wherever you go, whatever you do, always be a good sport. Kristi.
Hey, Kristi, this story's kind of rough, so I didn't give it to you.
Okay.
Didn't want the boys to weigh in with some goofy,
do you want to do it?
Goofy comedy. Did you guys see this photograph of the 11-foot alligator in Florida?
It ate somebody.
Yeah.
Right?
What?
Here we go. This is from the Associated Press. Florida officials say an 85-year-old woman was killed by an alligator while walking her dog.
Yep. Oh, man.
In a senior living community. This guy's name is rather humorous. St. Lucie Sheriff Mr. Ken Mascara.
Oh.
That
Have you seen his
He's got beautiful eyes.
An unbelievably wonderful drag queen.
Yeah, it does.
The woman was walking her dog besides a canal in Spanish Lakes Fairway near Fort Pierce when the 11-foot gator attacked the dog. By the way, the dog survived the attack. A trapper from Florida Fish and Wildlife tracked down the gator. It was loaded on a truck and taken from the scene.
So wait,
the woman did not survive.
So attacked the dog. The woman stepped in.
Yeah,
apparently,
probably.
yeah.
Well, man, as awful as it is, you got to let the dog go, don't you? And run.
Well, if she's 85, maybe she couldn't run.
Do you remember? We've had this story before, and they've warned people not to walk their dogs near these lakes.
Right.
Is it a retirement home she's living in?
Yeah, in a senior community.
There's barely a body of water in Florida that doesn't have a gator in it.
Yeah.
So when they got rid of the gator, how long was it? 15 feet?
11.
11 feet. Was she still inside the gator when they?
Sadly, I think she drowned. I think it doesn't go into much detail.
Sure, they'll do that death roll thing, and
So it's possible she was in the gator.
I don't think so.
Maybe some of her.
I don't necessarily
head?
think so, but wow.
Could have been her head.
Be careful out there.
Yes, that's awful.
Don't go walking. Remember, this is just a terrible thing. But there are gators everywhere. If Pat were here, I'm sure he'd do something like, Grandma got eaten by a gator.
Look at him, blaming Pat, blaming someone who's not even here.
Yeah.
And I'm sure he would do that.
Should we call
Because
him?
you would have told him to.
Probably.
I don't think there's any need to call.
Okay, sorry. So if you're out there, please be careful. And be very careful.
Well, here's the song.
Probably was somebody's grandchildren.
Woman had living children and grandchildren.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't think
no
the gator.
$5 bill from Grandma this Christmas.
I don't think the gator is still with us either. Now that I'm reading a little deeper.
That's what I
into this.
said. If it was dead,
well,
bunny bread.
That's what I said. Bunny bread.
Now, Kristi, give me the teaser, please.
Coming up, we have Heinz ketchup in the news.
What are they up to?
Oh, this is a great story.
You know how he's going to live on pizza for a month?
Ace Cosby, yes.
Yeah. Well, Heinz is looking for somebody to live on ketchup for a month.
Here
We'll talk
we go.
about that.
Right here, this guy. I love cornstarch. Let's do it.
We have a sperm donor in the news in Australia, probably prompting that law that we talked about earlier.
I'll give you some of my sperm.
Yeah. And how much do you think a factory-sealed first-generation iPhone is worth?
I don't know.
Well, you're going to find out.
Okay, well, let's look forward to
Factory
that.
sealed.
Yeah.
Right now, I want to remind you that if you listen to this show on those Raycon earbuds, it's going to sound even better. Chick McGee brought me the Raycon, brought it to my attention.
That's right, I did, because I went out there and did all the legwork. I have this earbud with that earbud,
and they're half the price and twice as good. How'd that happen?
I found Raycon's premium audio at the perfect price point. You can build great habits without breaking the bank in 2023. Whether you're looking for everyday earbuds or maybe a speaker with a battery that'll last all night long at your next party, Raycon has you covered. And I haven't even told you about 3 customizable sound profiles. You got earbud tap function, noise isolation, and awareness mode. And if you're ready to buy something small with a big impact, go to buyraycon.com/Tom today and get 15% off your Raycon order, making it even easier to buy a pair as a gift and keep a pair for yourself. That's buyraycon.com/Tom to score 15% off your Raycon purchase. That's buyraycon.com/Tom.
Thank you very much. According to Florida Fish and Wildlife, by the way, between 1948 and 2021, 442 unprovoked alligator attacks on humans.
How many?
442.
I want to know how many
provoked.
How many provoked?
Yeah, I mean,
Here, alligator.
I'm going to get my fishing lure if it's the last thing I do.
Hey, dummy. Hey, teethy.
Yeah, poke him with a stick.
Hey, Wally, kiss my ass.
Lewis, poke him with a stick. When we come back, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Morning laughter just might be the best medicine.
No matter how hard I try, can't keep my hands off my face.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, don't forget about Bob and Tom Show's Instagram account. That's right. We're hip. We're cool. We've got an Instagram account. Check it out. It's pictures of the cast with friends and guests who have stopped by the show. Highlights from the show as well. Just head on over to bobandtom.com for quick links to all of Bob and Tom's social media sites. Rolling through a Wednesday, Alli Breen and Jessica Alsman on the way. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, everybody. Kristi Lee with your Bob and Tom Entertainment News Update. Yes, Cocaine Bear is a real movie, and it might be a big hit. Since the trailer first debuted for Elizabeth Banks' very, very loosely based on a true story comedy, there is a huge buzz. At a time when much in Hollywood can feel prepackaged, makers of Cocaine Bear think it can be a wild exception. Producers Phil Lord and Christopher Miller say it's time Hollywood got bolder and greenlight movies that don't feel like they were dreamed up in a corporate boardroom. Cocaine Bear opens in theaters on Friday. A South Florida art dealer has pleaded guilty in federal court in connection with a scheme involving the sale of fake Andy Warhol paintings. Daniel Eli Buazis pleaded guilty Tuesday to money laundering and now faces up to 10 years in prison. He apparently told customers the work selling for between $75,000 and $240,000 were authentic originals, that some were signed actually by the artist. That was not the case. And consumers are willing to pay monthly subscription fees for everything. You know, you've got them: streaming, pet food, maybe even toilet paper. Well, now some restaurants are betting you're going to do the same for your favorite food. Large chains like Panera and P.F. Chang's, as well as some neighborhood hangouts, are increasingly experimenting with a subscription model as a way to ensure steady revenue and customer visits. They're following a trend. The average American juggled 6.7 subscriptions in 2022. That's up from 4.2 in 2019. And that's your entertainment news. I'm Kristi Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hello, Americans. It's that time of year again. You received your tax forms in the mail, and now it's time to settle up with the IRS. When it comes to tax preparation, well, listen to this.
Honey, we got our tax forms.
Are you going to try to do it yourself again this year?
I don't know. It's such a pain in the butt.
Taxes can be a pain in the butt. That's why you should let the specialists at Tax Preparation H Incorporated do your taxes for you. Tax Preparation H Incorporated relieves the pain often associated with filing your taxes. And Tax Preparation H Incorporated can reduce those piles of paperwork to one small form that you simply have to sign and file.
Did you go to Tax Preparation H Incorporated?
I sure did.
Do we owe much?
Yep. Oh, we really got reamed by the IRS. But I'll tell you, it doesn't hurt as much thanks to Tax Preparation H Incorporated.
Tax Preparation H Incorporated. We're just itching to do your return. Tax Preparation H Incorporated. Hey, and if you want, we'll even tell Uncle Sam to shove it up his...
Hi, this is Augie Smith. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
There are water shortages in Nairobi after floods tore through a dam. Apparently, someone aggravated the god of irony. 5 ounces of crack cocaine were found in a toddler's diaper. Cops became suspicious when the combination of the two smells made the drug dog pee himself with excitement.
Yeah, dogs love diapers.
They do.
Corporate sponsors are finally signing up with the International Gay Rodeo Association. The odd thing about a gay rodeo, after the long weekend, you never know exactly why your ass is sore.
Really?
Nick Griffin's our guest. I'm glad that it...
I'm glad everything's okay now. Yeah.
Now, are you dating at all? Do you see anyone? Are you?
No, I don't. I mean, I tried, you know, they're doing that internet dating, which...
Have you tried that?
I have tried it, yeah. But I just don't see a future in it because there's no story if you do get married with your kids. You know, I was checking the box score and then I double clicked on your mom's head.
Hello, you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Kristi Lee at the news desk.
Hi.
What day's today again?
Wednesday. Ash Wednesday, remember?
Josh Arnold. Hi, Josh.
Hi, Chick.
Hey, there's Ace Cosby.
Anything you need, pal?
There's Willie Griswold.
Hey, man.
I'm Chick McGee.
Can I get you something?
Here's Tom. No, I'm
all right.
fine.
You just let me know.
Okay.
I'm here for you today.
Okay, yeah. Sorry, I was a little confused. I didn't get a lot of sleep.
Okay.
I forgot today was Wednesday. Coming up, we'll revisit the classic song "Monster Ash" from Tim Cavanaugh and Mike Toomey in honor of Ash Wednesday. We just had a pretty sad story about a elderly woman who was snagged on the shore of a small lake in Florida.
Snatched.
Yeah.
By a gator.
By an alligator, 11-foot alligator. Yikes. She didn't make it. The dog apparently survived, but they advise you. And I guess this is the season, the mating season for alligators.
Oh, I did not know that.
So they're even a little more aggressive than normal, so be very careful.
So maybe the alligator was attracted to the lady and didn't want the dog at all.
If you see a picture of this thing, it's gigantic.
Oh, that is my port of entry.
Probably wanted a little bit of doggy. Well, remember the story we had a few years ago about the gator in South Carolina, and inside the alligator they found some specifically a dog tag, and they tracked the thing down. This guy had lost his dog 20 years earlier. Yeah, they found a bunch of weird stuff. There's spark plugs in its belly, and it's kind of like that scene in Jaws where they pull the license plate out and all the random stuff that was in the belly of this giant critter.
They found a pearl necklace in this alligator and a wig.
Yeah, they sure did. And coupons to
coupons,
a cafeteria.
Right now,
early bird special. And
speaking of creatures that are dangerous lurking in the water, hammerhead shark in the news. And Kristi, do you have this story? This involves a dog eating a shark.
No, I did have the story. A dog and I told you I don't have it anymore. You'd have to read it because I did it.
Well, tourists in the Bahamas witnessed a sight when a dog jumped off a dock to confront a shark.
Hammerhead, 12 foot, wasn't it? 12 foot long?
32 travelers on a tour boat got a rare treat when they spotted a hammerhead shark in the water. Things took an unexpected turn when a dog dove from a dock nearby, paddling toward the 12-foot-long hammerhead shark. You can see in the video, tourists are screaming with the dog to turn back.
Turn back!
Of course, being a dog. Fortunately, they sized each other up, and the shark swam away. But I've been to this place. And there's this little island where they have these...
they have the pigs?
They have these pigs, and you can feed the pigs. I don't recommend it. It's very weird. And, Willie, you were telling me the hot dogs they claim are what?
Yeah, they say the hot dogs are made of chicken, but we had a tour guide that was like, those aren't chicken. Those are just regular old hot dogs. So it's this weird pig cannibalism thing you're taking part in.
And the pigs swim out to you, and...
I would imagine that's a pretty involved process to take a pig and make a hot dog out of it, you know? You got to get the skin and chop it all up and fit it into a sock, more or less. You need
the larger point here is... The larger point here is...
I find this interesting.
Well, I don't want to hear how the sausage is made right now. Okay. But the dog is okay. But people...
Yeah, the shark scared the shark away.
Or the shark was the bigger man.
Decided,
we've all seen the little guy at the bar go up to the big dude. The big dude is, I'm walking away.
You know what Shark News was on? The awful dog ruins shark's walk in the afternoon.
Right. Thankfully, the shark was kind enough to let this one go.
Wow. And normally, you can't tell those hammerheads anything. They're stubborn.
Does every dog... Do any dogs know what size they are? Because every big dog thinks they're a lap dog, and every little chihuahua is trying to fight big dogs or hammerhead sharks in this case.
I don't think dogs understand that.
My golden is right at 80 pounds, and she would sit on my lap all day and all night if she could.
I'm unaware of mass.
Let alone weight. I don't know.
And the way the weight distributes, and they just give you that little paw that's 80 pounds all in one paw right in the wrong spot.
And I told you this before. When she goes out, she steps right on my foot every time. She knows she's doing it. She's vindictive little bitch is what she is.
She's showing you who's boss.
Damn right.
Yeah.
Well, in any event.
What kind of shark was that, Tom?
A hammerhead.
Have a time.
And the dog looks like a retriever. But I tell you what, it almost became a chow chow.
Chick, do you know how to spot a hammerhead shark?
How do you spot a hammerhead shark?
So a nurse shark, they have a larger dorsal fin. But the hammerhead shark, it swims by you, and then it's playing hammer time. That's how you know it's always swimming in the water.
Instead of dun-dun, dun-dun, you're here.
Have a time.
That's why they went with a great white for that movie.
That's right.
Hammerhead sharks look like some kind of weird mistake that God made.
They're bizarre.
There's a great video out there floating around of these swimmers in Australia or on the beach. And I mean, the water is probably up to my knees. So what would that be, a foot? And a hammerhead shark is chasing a nurse shark through the water, like trying to catch it. And that swims right. I mean, this guy's standing right there. It's terrifying. I mean, in no water. It was so shallow.
Well, this is in a place where they encourage people to feed these pigs on this island in the Bahamas.
Yeah, the hammerhead's thinking that's
kind of a touristy
an
thing.
appetizer.
I do
I'll
not
eat a
recommend.
pig.
It's very sad. But that leads us to a pig hunk with some bizarre pigs created by hunters in Canada.
U.S. is facing a new threat from a Canadian super pig. The giant hogs weigh up to 600 pounds.
Whoa.
They're a cross between domestic pigs and wild boars.
Tom was really charged up about this off the air. He's irritated by this.
They're incredibly intelligent, highly elusive, and capable of surviving cold climates by tunneling under snow. The invasive super pigs have wreaked havoc in Canada and are now poised to invade the United States.
Build the wall. Build the wall.
You can't build a wall. They tunnel under. They'll go under. They can tunnel.
Suffer some $1.5 billion of damage.
Pigs?
We already suffer some $1.5 billion of damage each year from the estimated 6 million wild or feral pigs already living in America. Scientists in the U.S. and Canada
are terrified.
Have been trying to control the population of wild pigs while also managing the damage they cause.
That pig's twice the size of the state of Texas, Mr. President.
These are, again, they're 600 pounds, and they were originally bred to be hunted as for sport. So they took, obviously, some very well-bred pigs and got them knocked up by these feral pigs. But here's why I wanted you to see the story. Can you read the last paragraph, Kristi?
To catch them, one effective method involves, quote-unquote, a Judas pig, which involves outfitting a single pig with a GPS tracker to lead them to a group of unsuspecting swine.
Hey, Judas, where you been? We haven't seen you for quite a while. It's so nice to see you. Hey, what the hell?
Ever since Artie's been here, it's like they know where we are all the time.
So our plot to get rid of these pigs is the same plot of the first Avatar movie. We're just trying to get an inside man in there to figure out how to live.
So,
spoiler alert.
It's 10 years old, chick.
Yeah,
you got to get on it.
No,
well, what if this pig finds that he likes the way the pigs are living, and then now they have our intelligence, and then they go against us?
Hey, I like the way you guys are living. I like the cut of your jib.
It's time for a super barbecue.
Man.
Would a feral pig like this be really bad eating? I'm assuming.
Well, why would they hunt it for sport if it was bad eating?
I thought they were bred to have more meat.
Yeah, it sounds like
what
that's
newscast I saw.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait a minute.
This particular article says they were bred to be hunted.
Hey, Josh, what are they called? These monstrosities? What are they called?
Super pigs.
I think I'll have the soup.
Okay. So this summer on the West Coast, it's going to be murder hornets versus super pigs. If you're looking for something
tonight on Sci-Fi,
something to do.
Oh, this just in.
Spider pig does whatever a spider pig does. Look out, he is a spider pig.
Well, that leads us to bacon. And do you have that bacon story from sports? This is really interesting.
Virginia Tech last night, they have this thing at home when the Hokies play. If the visiting team misses 2 free throws in a row in the last 8 minutes, everybody in the building wins free bacon. And that's exactly what happened last night. And here's Reese Davis on ESPN telling you all about it.
Well, we got to get this here. After Jordan Miller missed that free throw, the crowd's going nuts. Here's why. If he misses the second one, everybody in this house gets free bacon. Bacon for everybody. Sizzled up in the frying pan. Yeah. The Hokies 6-1 all time.
That is great.
Miami wins the game 76-70. And South Carolina does Chick-fil-A's for the same reason. They give you and somebody else did tacos, I think.
That's fun.
Yeah, I think it's a great idea.
Yeah. Well, speaking of bacon, here's a classic with Mr. Gaffigan.
Comedian Jim Gaffigan is our guest. I happen to know that bacon is one of your favorite things.
Bacon is just, it's too powerful. You know, I mean, when you think about it, bits of bacon is really like the fairy dust of the food community. You know, it's like, you don't want this baked potato? Bring! Now it's your favorite part of the meal.
Bacon bits.
Bacon bits.
You don't want a salad? Bibbity bobbity bacon. We just turned this salad into an entree. But the reality is, once you put bacon in a salad, it's no longer a salad. It just becomes a game of find the bacon and the lettuce.
Yeah.
It's like you're panning for gold. You're like, Eureka!
There it is.
There is something dishonest, though, about putting bacon in a salad. You know, it's kind of like smoking while you jog. It's like literally, I want the BLT, but I guess I'll just get the salad with bacon and tomatoes. And can you put that in between two pieces of bread and put a toothpick in between it? That'd be great.
Mm-hmm.
And if you are what you eat, I am a fat pig because I love bacon that much.
All right.
I'd like to see bacon on a reality show. I would like to see someone try and vote bacon off an island. You wouldn't. Be like, well, I can't vote bacon off.
No,
It goes with everything. I even like the name Bacon. I mean, you can't tell me the success of Kevin Bacon isn't somehow tied to his We're not going out to see a Kevin hot dog movie. No. We're going to, who's in the movie? Kevin Bacon? That sounds really
love
good.
bacon. Mr. Jim Gaffigan. And Jim's going to be appearing in some new stuff real soon. Did you know that he'd been in more than 200 commercials?
No.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, he started working as a, he was writing commercials, working for an ad agency in New York City, and started to do some improv and then some stand-up, and the rest is history. One of the great comedians out there. Of course, sometimes seen doing some special stuff on CBS. Now, we do have Kristi at the news desk. Coming off of the super pigs invading from Canada, we have other interesting hunks of animals in the world of feral animals. We've got feral cows in the news. Now, you mentioned this the other day. Is it Gila or Gila?
Gila.
The Gila, Gila?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I used to live in New Mexico, the Gila National Forest.
It's a tough letter, the G.
Yeah, you never know.
Like Guatemala. You heard that? They say Guatemala.
What did you say?
Guatemala. There's a particular newscaster on NPR that always says Guatemala.
Okay.
There's no G.
God
in
knows
her
what she
G.
really says. But
She says Guatemala.
Oh, okay.
Okay, but the G is
Gila,
also an H.
in this one.
It's very confusing.
The U.S. Forest Service says it will lethally remove feral cattle in New Mexico by shooting them from the air. The agency started that aerial shooting of the cattle in the Gila National Forest February 23rd.
We're going to shoot them from the air.
That would be starting tomorrow. And
you put your paw in a mess of goo that used to be your best friend's face. You'll understand.
According to the Forest Service, feral cattle pose a significant threat to public safety and natural resources. The animals are aggressive towards humans, damage the environment with their grazing habits, erode stream banks with trampling, and have damaged the area's water quality.
I have a question.
Yes, you do.
Can you eat these guys?
I don't know.
I mean, they're grass-fed, right? Free range. From a copter. This is like shades of Nam.
Yeah, you want to lead those cows a little bit.
Why is that? Oh, I see. That way, I got
Full Metal Jacket.
So, interesting. The attack of the feral animals today.
Mm-hmm.
We've got cows and pigs. They're all out there.
Well.
Give me the teaser, ladies and gentlemen. What have you got?
Terrifying people.
Well, I mean, so far we've got an alligator that kills an old lady.
Yeah.
We've got super cows that
You don't know what the old lady was doing to the alligator.
She may have been carrying an alligator purse.
She might have been.
The gator went, "Look, Mom!" and then killed her.
Look at this. Don't you miss your family?
Ha-ha, you're next. Jesus.
I'm going to have to kill this bro.
Yeah, she's insane.
We got feral cows, feral pigs, 600-pound nasty feral pigs.
What are you so disgusted by this?
Yeah, you're really.
Those are scary.
Really?
They'll kill you immediately.
Didn't there used to be a show, a really bad show called Monster Pigs or something, or Monster Hogs, or
I don't remember that.
Monstrosities, or
You're looking at the big pigs at the state fair.
River monsters.
Oh,
never mind.
Yeah, I do like I mean, the pigs at the state fair, though, they're not wild boars that have huge tusks that are going to come eat you. What's the movie where they throw the bodies in They take the teeth out. Snatch. Yeah. They take the teeth out. And what does it go?
Have you ever seen the testicles on a giant boar?
They're big. Yeah.
Massive.
I shower every morning.
Yeah, I was going to say, I thought Tom was the biggest boar I knew.
Skin tag to hell, too.
It's no good.
And if you want to get a hold of us, Bob and Tom at bobandtom.com is how you do that. We would love to hear from you. See what's on your mind, see what's going on. And we have a stack of letters here, but why don't you take over? What do you got over there?
You're doing fine.
Kristi, what's the teaser over there?
Yeah, what's coming up, Kristi?
Coming up, we have Heinz ketchup in the news.
Love it.
Could you live on Heinz? We'll
My
find
favorite
out.
ketchup. What about you, Tom? What's your favorite?
I'm a big fan.
Heinz?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I like a red gold as well.
How about a Hunts?
I don't care for Hunts, and I almost refuse to say it.
Now, if someone calls it catsup,
I'm out.
I don't talk to them.
Oh, you're anti-catsup.
Got to draw a line somewhere.
Kristi, you go out on a
You got to be a snob about something.
You go out on a first date, the guy goes, "Could you pass me the Hunt's catsup?"
Yeah, that would be a turn.
Yeah, you got to get out.
Especially if it was on eggs. Oh, God.
Oh, I love ketchup on eggs.
Oh,
big fan. Am I the only one?
Yeah,
I don't mind it. I don't mind it.
If there's breakfast potatoes involved, I'm fine. But if there's no potatoes, get that out of here.
Okay.
Oh, now I want crispy hash browns. Thanks, Will.
Okay, this is all coming up. Also, we have an interesting story about a scenario that has been seen in an occasional movie in which the flight instructor dies.
Is there a pilot on the plane?
He's
that kind
laughing.
of thing?
He's laughing.
That just happened, didn't it?
Yes.
You know what? And I've been interested to listen to. I meant to ask you about this. I think nothing can go wrong here. Watch Tom. I think I want to learn how to fly. What do you think?
I'm all for it.
I want to be a pilot.
Really?
Yeah. I want to get
You can do it.
I want to get a plane. I want to get on a plane and fly down to Cabo for the weekend and party with the Stones.
Okay.
Do you have vertigo issues?
I don't.
Then you'd be fine.
Do you have issues focusing?
What? I'm sorry.
You've already mastered being a pilot of the airway.
Oh, save that. Unfortunately, we'll be back with that quote.
Oh, no.
By the way, I want to say hi to a friend of the show from Kansas. Said, I was raising pigs right out of high school. We had a boar that was 9 feet from nose to tail and weighed 800 pounds. We called him Oscar.
Oh, man.
Hogs can survive anywhere. They never stop growing, and they're very adaptable. Once again, these Canadian pigs are attacking.
Yeah.
Attacking the U.S. of A., ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
For a complete copy of the Bob and Tom Show contest rules, go to bobandtom.com/contest-rules. Or just scroll down to the bottom of the page and see contest rules. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Everybody knows when you get south of Gainesville, Florida, you're back in Michigan.
Is that what it is?
See, the southern accent stops at Gainesville, Florida. You get the panhandle North Florida accent. It's kind of like Ronnie Van Zant from Leonard Skinner. Hey, man, all right, man. Y'all gonna go to Panama City, man? All right, man. And then South Georgia, they talk like Jimmy Carter. Nobody has any R's in the woods, and they sound like they'll get their ass whipped, which was pretty much his M.O. the whole time he was president.
Yeah.
North Georgia, everything got an R in it. Put the back door in your car there. Pull it back around there.
Alabama, you open your mouth up real wide like this and talk like this. Are y'all going on Wednesday night or Friday night? I'm not sure. I may go on Friday because I got a dental appointment on Wednesday.
Is Paula Dean from Alabama?
She's from Savannah, Georgia.
Hi-yo.
She makes me sound like a, Brooklyn attorney. Mississippi, they all talk like Elvis Presley. Everybody got that little stutter in there. They can't quite get it out. Jimmy Swaggart always sounded like he was from Mississippi, but he's actually from Louisiana. Well, I don't really know exactly what happened at the hotel. Louisiana, they got the French thing. Of course, they bought that thing from France. They just a little cooler than everybody else.
Where you at?
They from Louisiana. Okay? We ought to sell that state today. Louisiana ain't been nothing but a headache for the past 10 years.
Really?
It's basically a concrete bridge with water under it. We bought Louisiana in 1803. Louisiana Purchase. If we sold it today, we could triple our money.
Don't you have a theory on an interesting thought? You were gambling in Louisiana and
No, I was in Mississippi.
I don't know if I was in Louisiana when that
No, you had
I was talking like this.
You had
I
a
think I was in
blackjack.
Mississippi.
You had a blackjack hand, and you said a quick prayer about.
Oh, no, that was in Evansville, Indiana.
Oh.
That's another story.
All right.
Arkansas, they talk about Bill Clinton. You can't tell if they're laughing or crying. Johnny Cash sort of had that. He was from Arkansas, and you couldn't tell if he was happy or sad. Tennessee, I can't do. You chew gum, talk like Charlie Daniels. And he's from North Carolina. South Carolina, you talk like Strom Thurmond. Everybody remember Strom Thurmond? He was 137 years old in the United States Senate. There's some lovely young ladies in here today. Strom turned out to be a little bit hypocritical on the way out.
Yes, he did.
Yes, he did.
Strom Thurmond, the only man in the world that could pull out a Susan B. Anthony dollar, look at it and think, yeah, I slept with her. He could probably get that Indian woman on the Sacagawea dollar.
Yeah, probably.
I bet you if you check it, Bob, that's his baby she's holding.
Wisconsin called off for Wednesday ahead of the storm. Offices closed, as did the Minnesota legislature, which won't reconvene till Monday. Emergency management leaders warn people to stay off the roads or face potential whiteout conditions due to the snow and fierce winds. The system headed straight for the Minneapolis-St. Paul area, where 2 feet of snow or more are possible. More than a foot of snow expected in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Meanwhile, the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency has ordered Norfolk Southern to pay for cleanup of the East Palestine, Ohio train wreck and chemical release. The order came Tuesday as federal regulators took charge of long-term recovery efforts. The EPA warned Norfolk Southern that if it failed to comply, the agency would perform the work itself and seek triple damages from the company. Norfolk Southern's CEO promised to do what's necessary to ensure the community's long-term health. And that's a look at things you may have missed. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Hey, Shooter, it's Kenny Tarmac. Hey, we just landed. I'm an ORD, just got in from TPA through ATL. And hey, guess what else just landed? The Bob and Tom app. I know. Now, thanks to the Bob and Tom app, even if I have to go all the way from Foxtrot 20 down to Alpha 4, I can still listen live, see their videos, find an affiliate station, use the alarm, and even send a message. This is Kenny Tarmac signing off and reminding you everything I touch turns to sold.
Hey, this is Larry the Cable Guy, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Boy, better get up, get some exercise.
His name is Apollo Johnson, and he's America's #1 astronaut. But he's also a well-endowed ladies' man. Monumental Pictures proudly presents Apollo 13 and a half.
Oh, Apollo, your rocket is so big. Ugh.
Adult film star Dick Mahogany in his first starring role since Shaft's Lethal Weapon is astronaut Apollo Johnson. And when he's not orbiting the Earth, he's going around the world. Apollo Johnson. He's not just an astronaut. He's a charter member of the 100,000 Mile High Club. And believe me, there's nothing weightless about Apollo 13 and a half.
Oh, Apollo. Now I know why they call it the Johnson Space Center.
He's Apollo Johnson, and not even the shuttle can hold all of his cargo. Look at that load. Apollo 13 and a half from Monumental Pictures, rated PG-13 and a half.
Oh, boy.
Essential Morning Radio. All day and all night.
Might as well shoot me when the beer runs out.
Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7.
Also with us, Christine Stedman. Now, you're a mom?
Well, a mom and a grandma. I think you know that.
I know.
I'm a grandpa.
This is how this
Are
works.
you?
Yep.
She's been married 27 years and still a virgin, Tom.
Yes.
28,
Well, you know,
28.
I have a lot of grandkids. My daughter keeps having babies, has one almost every year.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, she called me the other day. She goes, Mom, guess what? I'm pregnant again. There must be something in the air. I'm like, yeah, your legs.
But seriously.
Hello? Bang!
Hey, hello.
I'm getting her fixed.
Jeff Rothband is our guest. Jeff is a fine comedian.
I actually had to do that once.
What?
Be a pallbearer, and that,
Oh, my
that's
God.
heavy.
Yes,
that's a
it's
heavy
heavy.
job.
Yeah, I actually had to go to a funeral, and I was asked to be a pallbearer, and I always a pallbearer. Never the corpse.
Hey, man, this is Donnie Baker, and this is Bob and Tom 24/7. I swear to God.
And a lot of other great shows on the way.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. At the news desk, it's Kristi Lee.
Hi.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hi there.
There's Ace Cosby. Hey. Willie Griswold's here.
Hey, man.
I'm Chick, and here's Tom.
Thank you very much, Chick McGee. Now, we are going to be featuring a little something we call Sexy Time with Alli Breen coming up a little bit later on in the show. It's the show in which we examine issues in the world of intimate relations with human beings, for the most part, and we'll be answering your questions and any confusing issues you may have about your love life. So be sure to tune in with Alli Breen, stand-up comedian. Certainly looking forward to that. Plus, we have more Animal Works. Oh, can you grab that?
Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, Bob and Tom, it's Donnie Baker.
Hey, Donnie.
Hey, since you guys are on the radio right now, if you don't mind, I got a public service announcement.
Okay, great.
Okay, roll tape on this, Tom.
Yeah, okay.
For sale, my boat, signed Donnie Baker.
Oh, good to know.
Thank you. And that reminds me, not to get too public, but I got a bit of a boner to pick with Josh.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Well, Josh, you're always bragging about going fishing with your brothers regular, bragging about taking aqua dumps like you invented it, bragging about all the largemouth bass you get. From what I understand, though, ain't it your brother who actually owns the boat's got the note on it?
That's right.
And Tom named his boat, what, Bass to Mouth?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's where my issue comes in. Because, Josh, you tend to be the proud owner of a gently used fishing vessel.
Oh.
Just buy my boat.
Oh.
You buy my boat, that's what you call a win-win, Josh. And win-win also happens to be named my favorite masseuse over at Joe Jim Spa, Georgetown Road. Swear to God. I got a gift card will split with you. Anyways, I've got a perfectly good boat. You're in need of a perfectly good boat. I guarantee if you buy my boat when it comes to bass, it'll be easier than stabbing fish in a barrel. You know? You'll be hooking bass ham over fish, Josh. I mainly want you to buy my boat so I can hear Tom toss out boat names for the next 12 months.
Oh, cool, yeah.
Actually, I jotted down a few just to get him started. What about this? Pizza bass.
Pizza
Get
bass?
it?
No.
It's like a play on words, Tom. You know, Josh, you love fishing and you love pizza, and I actually combine them all.
Pizza bass.
You know, what about this one? You like reading, and you said before you like the fawns. What about carp? Hey, damn.
Oh, that's nice, yeah.
All right.
I think it's Spaniard for nobody eats carp today, but I'll have to look it up in the
I
library.
think it's Latin, probably.
Okay, what about maybe something simple like ask me about my banjo?
Oh, that's
There you go.
certainly be.
If I was in your shoes right now and making this purchase, I'd name it Time Away from Tom.
Oh, yeah, that does sound good.
Peaceful.
Hell, Chick and Kristi might buy it before you do, Josh. I'm sure you guys will come up with better ones, being all word smart and stuff. I'll hang up and listen to your answers. And, Josh, it won't last. I swear to God.
Okay.
Yeah, it's only been for sale for 20 years. So
I may have to take a look at it. I've not seen it.
Thank you very much. Now, we return to Kristi Lee. But
Speaking of boats, what?
Well, first of all, you guys were talking off the air
About
the fact that you were taking flying lessons, Kristi.
Yes, I was.
Yeah. And Chick said he was kind of interested in taking flying lessons. And then, Josh, you pointed out that Chick McGee was already a pilot.
Yes, that's right. For years, decades even, he's been a pilot of the airwaves.
Pilot of the airwaves, here is my request.
Good Lord.
You don't have to play it, but I hope you'll do your best.
You don't like this tune?
It's about you, Chick.
Who does?
Do you remember who did the song?
Charlie Dorr.
Charlie Dorr, pilot of the airwaves.
How did that become?
I don't know.
Never mind.
It was on a compilation record my dad had.
Now that's what I call crappy music.
Something like that.
Was it K-tail crap?
It was something of that ilk. And I remember thinking, "Oh, this is cool," and then upon subsequent listens, went, "Oh, it's not that cool."
But it's kind of that romance with the radio DJ thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Play Misty for me, that whole movie thing.
Oh, that's on Netflix this week or this month.
If you haven't seen that, that's worth a look.
Yeah, it is.
You should check that one out, Willie. It's a fun one.
Is it like a Sleeping in Seattle kind of thing? Like
No.
More like sleeping.
That's romantic.
Yeah, well, it's. Yeah, she certainly has some perseverance.
It's
We've all had women like that.
A DJ that
a lady calls into a show and they fall in love.
Really likes it.
Well, I don't know if falling in love would be what
It's a
you'd call it.
thriller.
Oh, okay.
she wants to hear the classic song Misty. But yeah,
Play Misty
it's
for
a good
me.
one. Now, Kristi, speaking of flying lessons, this is kind of an interesting story.
A newly published safety report reveals a flight instructor died mid-flight, but his co-pilot believed he was, quote-unquote, just pretending.
Oh.
The qualified pilot had asked the instructor to accompany him aboard the four-person Piper PA-28 for safety reasons during windy conditions. Shortly after takeoff, the instructor's head rolled back, but since the pair knew each other well, the co-pilot thought his companion was just pretending to take a nap.
This is awful.
When the plane turned around, the instructor slumped over so that his head rested on the co-pilot's shoulder, which the co-pilot thought was still part of the joke. It was only after landing safely that the co-pilot realized the instructor was not responding and alerted airport emergency services, who were unable to revive the instructor. He apparently had suffered a cardiac arrest as the aircraft took off.
Grisly.
Yeah, but it's lucky the guy knew how to fly the plane.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was already a pilot. He just had the instructor was
along for the ride.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Still.
That's one of the first things they teach you is how to take off and land, because that's kind of really important.
And it's really only 2 buttons.
No, it's not.
Trust me, I know about this.
Oh, really?
That's right.
I'd like to see you land an airplane.
I'll hit the land button. I'll sit back with my hands behind my head.
Yeah, there's
and crash into the ground, going hundreds of miles an hour, plummeting to earth.
You didn't say land and survive.
Oh, okay.
There's no
landing is not an option, as they say. Well, that's scary.
Yeah, it is scary. I'm sad that I didn't get to finish that, but I have some really bad vertigo issues that I didn't realize until I got up there. And you don't want that.
Yeah.
No.
I see. What else is happening in the news, Kristi Lee?
Well, coming up, we have a woman in a motorized scooter in the highway. That's not a good thing.
Oh, no.
Don't forget our Heinz story. And here's an interesting story from Spain. How about building these beautiful trains, but they don't fit through the tunnels? We've got that coming up.
The first rule when you're building a train, measure twice, cut once. Isn't it?
Hey, Federico, come here. Can the train get through? I can't believe my sister married you.
So these trains cost $100 million, and it's too big. Okay, we're going to have to talk. Coming up, Sexy Time with Alli Breen. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. The show is also out there for you on our YouTube channel. Watch and subscribe.
I'm Donnie Baker, and I'm going to be a pro baseball player. I swear to God I am. A lot of people think you get in your mid-30s and your career's over, but like I always say, until they stop scouting, I ain't going to stop playing. The fact remains, I'm probably the best player I know of. My Little League coach held me back because his son had a decent curveball. There's a certain range I've got, but I basically put my hopes in this. I had a full-ride scholarship to play ball at the University of Phoenix, but I had Tommy John surgery on both knees, so I don't... Can we stop now? I'm also a pitcher. I can pitch. I've got what they call a rubber arm. I can throw right-handed for days. I can throw left-handed for days. A lot of people, you know, I'm basically amphibious. So I've told coaches before, put me on the mound. The secret to pitching for me is I like to check the runner when there's nobody on base. Throws a hitter off. I swear to God it does. This is third base. I've been there before, but usually it was after proms, man. But I probably know more about the scoring position than anybody I know of. Basically, my knowledge of the game, I've been taught in different ways, but I've also invented things. I like to get my lead at third base backwards. That way the pitcher thinks there's nobody even here. It's a lot easier to steal home, and with my martial arts expertise, I've been trained at Discount Karate to scissor kick the catcher, and I could even break his karate artery if I had to. So there's no chance of a Pete Rose situation at home. I'll win it every time, especially if I got my Bush shirt on.
Essential Morning Radio. All day and all night. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7.
For everything Bob and Tom, check out our website, bobandtom.com. All the latest highlights, news, information, links to our social media. Bob and Tom's VIP can be accessed from there if you're a member. And, of course, much, much more. Don't forget the Bob and Tom Show puppets live at bobandtom.com. Also, Pat Godwin out today on assignment, but don't be sad. You can go to bobandtom.com and click on a video, and there he is in the performance room playing one of his songs on the guitar. Look, everyone, it's John Denver. No, it's Pat Godwin live in the performance room, sitting there, lurking, waiting for you to watch at bobandtom.com.
Hi, everybody. Kristi Lee with your Bob and Tom News Update. States in the northern plains are largely shutting down ahead of a massive winter storm that could dump up to 2 feet of snow in some areas, accompanied by strong winds and dangerously cold temperatures. Many schools throughout the Dakotas, Minnesota, and Wisconsin were called off for Wednesday ahead of the storm. The system headed straight for the Minneapolis-St. Paul area, where 2 feet of snow or more are possible. The Biden administration will generally deny asylum to migrants who show up at the U.S. southern border without first seeking protection in a country they pass through. That mirrors an attempt by the Trump administration that never took effect because it was blocked in court. The measure stops short a total ban, but imposes severe limitations on asylum for any nationality except Mexicans. It does not go into effect immediately, and is almost certain to face legal challenges and will first have to go through a 30-day public comment period. And a trial of a 4-day work week in Britain, billed as the world's largest, has found that most employees are less stressed or burned out and have better work-life balance. Findings from the University of Cambridge, Boston College, and other researchers released this week show most of the 61 companies that participated from June to December with a 4-day work week say revenue largely stayed the same. There was also a 57% drop in the likelihood of employees quitting from the same period a year earlier. The 4-day work week. Wouldn't that be nice? And that's your news. I'm Kristi Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Hey, Josh, what's the capital of Alaska?
I don't know. Juneau?
No, that's why I'm asking you.
God.
That was done pretty well.
That worked out all right, right? Yeah.
You ever rescued a pig, Pat?
Shelley Palmer.
Who's this poor Shelley Palmer?
I don't know, but I'll be getting a call from one.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, folks. Boom. It's me. And you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. That's 24 days and 27 days a week and 24 like the show with the guy who whispers all the time that saves the world. And Bob and Tom 24/7. Hey, it won't blow up the world.
There are some things you don't want to say to a naked guy. There are things you never say when a man is nude.
I didn't mean to laugh.
There are some things you don't want to say to a naked guy.
Can you help me find it?
There are things you never say to a naked dude.
Does that thing come with an air pump? I thought you said you had small pox.
Really? No, seriously. Really?
But your feet are so big.
Aw, that's cute.
Hang on, I'll get my tweezers.
Oh, it's like a little light switch.
For a second there, I thought you had a third nipple.
I didn't know they could be innies.
Well, this explains your big car.
You don't want to say to a naked guy.
Wow, your boobs are bigger than mine.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24/7. 24/7.
Hi, fellas. This is Floyd Tucker, the over-the-road trucker. This is Bob and Tom's program, 24/7.
Coming up.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. At the news desk, it's Kristi Lee.
Hi.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hi there.
There's Ace Cosby. Hey. Willie Griswold's over there.
Hey, man.
I'm Chick McGee. Pat Godwin on assignment. Here's Tom Griswold.
Tom, don't you feel like we should be having drinks at the beach with Joseph Bologna and Michael Caine? Watching Demi Moore and roll around in the sand. That that beautiful woman, I forget her name.
Michelle.
Yes. Yeah.
Johnson.
What is that movie called?
Blame It on Rio.
Oh, that's it. Very good. Very good.
That's a fun one.
Now, speaking of being out in the ocean in the Caribbean, perhaps, and getting some sun, we have a bizarre story, and it's a searching story. They're trying to find a guy. Who's trying to find him? Heinz ketchup. Oh, that's right.
Really?
Yeah, Heinz ketchup. We're looking for a man who survived nearly a month at sea with nothing but ketchup and seasonings.
What?
According to CBS News, Elvis Francois was working on his boat in St. Martin when he
by the way,
I am the French Elvis.
Doesn't Elvis Francois sound like a fake name?
Yes, absolutely.
Elvis Francois was working on his boat in St. Martin when he accidentally drifted out to sea and lost his ability to navigate after the weather changed suddenly.
I forgot.
The 47-year-old was stranded for 24 days with nothing but a bottle of ketchup, garlic powder, and Maggi, which is a soup mix, until he was rescued by the Colombian Navy.
Who will save Elvis?
Help me.
Heinz says it wants to celebrate Francois and his safe return home by buying him a new state-of-the-art boat.
Whoa!
Yeah. Maybe buy him, I don't know, an anchor, a couple lines he can tie himself to the dock.
Hey, by the way, Audi, I got lost during rush hour, and all I had was this car.
However, Heinz wrote on social media they cannot locate Mr. Francois and is now asking the internet for help.
He's lost again?
Yeah.
I am Francois.
Drop a DM to Heinz if you know anything about Elvis Francois.
Boy, Elvis Francois.
I mean, again, it sounds like a fake DJ name or something.
Sounds like when somebody you would sign. That's what you would sign on the guest book at Epstein's house. Elvis Francois.
So the poor guy ate nothing but ketchup and one thing of soup for all that time.
Sounds like a great weight loss program.
Yeah.
And, that soup sounds pretty good, actually. Garlic powder? Yeah, you're set.
Oh, well, yike.
Couldn't he catch some fish? He'd have fresh sushi every day.
I'm not convinced Elvis had the wherewithal or ability.
I forgot how to navigate.
How do you drift out so far that while you're allegedly fixing your boat?
Well,
there's more to this story.
Yeah, I wonder if he was taking a nap after fixing the liquor cabinet.
Well, I don't know if I jumped to that.
Well, I emptied the liquor cabinet like we've been wanting.
He's writing a book, The Old Man and the Seasonings.
Oh,
Nice.
Very
Really
nice.
good.
Very nice.
An overrated Hemingway book.
Hey, by the way, did you see? Have you seen Elvis the movie?
Yes, I have.
I saw it the other day, and I was pleasantly surprised. I thought I was ready to hate it, and it's not bad. That kid's great.
Yeah, Austin Butler.
Do you know the end of the movie? They switch back and forth from the real Elvis to him, and it's almost, you can't even tell. It's amazing.
The end of it's real sad, though.
Well, yeah, he dies.
Yeah, we all know Elvis dies at the end.
But I mean, when they've got the fat Elvis at the piano.
Yeah.
That's when they were switching back and forth.
Yeah, it's.
Do they show the dump?
No.
No, they don't.
well, they do. It's an X-ray.
No, never mind.
Authorities in
A
Florida.
giant snake pressed up against the glass. It's awful.
Authorities in Florida are saying an elderly woman was spotted riding a motorized scooter on a portion of Interstate 4 in downtown Orlando.
I don't even like riding in my car.
I know.
Interstate 4 in Orlando.
Police said they responded to the scene after someone called about suspicious activity. An incident report obtained by WKMG.
We are magic.
Shows that
Close. I mean, if you mix them around.
the department received at least 9 calls about the woman. Cell phone video shows her on her motorized scooter, along with at least 2 Orlando patrol cars following slowly behind her.
Slow speed chase.
Is scooter like moped scooter or like rascal scooter?
Rascal scooter.
Oh, my goodness.
Poor lady.
Just trying to get to the store, officer.
Get out here.
You know, she was fleeing an 11-foot alligator that ate her friend at the nursing
took
home.
Myrtle, not me.
You know, this brings up an opportunity for me to mention one of my pet campaigns about doing away with old people because they steal. Are you on board with this?
I could be swayed.
Yeah, I mean, they steal batteries.
They
Batteries?
don't. They built this great country of ours. Shut up.
Yeah, the greatest generation. Okay.
This lady,
Get out of my way, Grandpa.
To answer Willie's questions, when I first heard this, I thought, is she on one of those stand-up scooters? No, it's the kind of...
It's not a stand-up.
It's a rascal.
It's like a rascal.
That's what Kristi said.
I know, but I was saying, and you weren't listening, of course. You were. In any event, it looks terrifying.
Yeah, it's got to be scary.
She's between this wall. She's in the left lane. Yikes.
I'd love to have heard her explanation.
Well, she's probably got dementia.
Doesn't know where she is.
That's why I'm convinced the explanation would be very funny.
Wouldn't you agree after hearing this story about a motorist, for lack of a better term, who's on the highway that everyone sees really is not capable of driving around town, let alone being on a scooter? If you saw someone like that around here, wouldn't you try to get him a driver? Wouldn't you try? Wouldn't you say he's really going to hurt himself or someone else if he doesn't get this all straightened away?
Driver, excellent record.
Why do we always talk about how sad dementia is as opposed to how funny it can be?
Yeah.
We need to really highlight, we need to look at the silver lining of it. Did you hear that crazy yes Grandma just said?
Yeah.
Grandma thought she was taking AJ Foyt on turn 3. She was having the time of her life out there.
Did you see the toss of that turd? Yeah, she reached in there and got it fresh from her backside.
Yeah, see?
She's
silver
loving
lining, my friends.
That's a common
You can't blame us.
That is not a common thing.
For thinking all you talk about are butts and poop, okay? After that remark.
Both my great-grandparents had really bad Alzheimer's. There was never one of those incidents.
Thank you, Josh.
They
I'm
didn't
around
But I'm sure it does
people.
happen.
Yeah.
I'm sure it does happen.
Very common.
But
Very common.
Did you find them funny, or did they?
Well, kind of, but we quickly learned just to agree.
Sure.
You don't want to argue with them. That only makes them feel confused and bad.
Right. That's funny. I have that same logic when I talk to my dad. Agree. You don't argue. Yes, he is lisping.
So it would be, hey, how's your wife? How's the Navy? And we were literally 12.
Right.
10, so, oh, just fine. Thank you. And, yeah.
Did they think that dead people are still alive? That was one of the things I experienced.
Yeah. And you just go, oh, they'll be here in a little bit. And they obviously quickly forget. Yeah.
So your point is it's maybe more fun for them?
I was actually just being very.
If they think Uncle Clarence is going to be coming over this afternoon, even though he's been gone for 12 years?
Why would you ever tell them no? You know what I mean?
You would never tell them no.
Yeah.
I mean, your instinct is to.
Right.
Oh,
there's some things you're going to tell them no. No, don't throw that.
It's. I know it's very common.
Again.
So the poop is back.
Very common.
Yeah.
That people with dementia
put that down.
Throw their poop
their crap.
like they're monkeys. They're not monkeys.
Okay. We're going to get a letter. It's your Bob and
It
Tom
does
show.
happen.
All right. Okay. The email's open. Send us a letter if you've got thrown at
pictures or it didn't happen.
Okay.
Right. Bingo.
Give me the teaser, Kristi.
Well, we have the trains that won't fit in the tunnel, so to speak. We have a sperm donor in Australia that has fathered a lot of kids.
Kristi, you ever have that problem? A train that wouldn't fit in the tunnel, so to speak?
Hey, look, I know it's your birthday. This ain't happening.
There we go. Why don't you try around the front? Right?
How about an epidural?
I gotta go out to the garage and get some 30 weight.
I have a panda story for you, Chick.
A what?
A panda story.
Panda?
That's my other dream, a panda caregiver.
Okay.
You pick them up,
nanny.
you shake the wood shavings out of them. It's a great job.
Coming up, it's going to be sexy time with Alli Breen and your questions about the intimate life of adult Americans or Canadians. Right now, I want to give you some great advice. You don't want to spend your whole afternoon trying to find what am I going to have for dinner? What am I going to make? Where's the horseradish? I don't know. This requires radishes. What am I doing wasting my time at the grocery store? This is where HelloFresh comes in. They do the shopping for you. They do the measuring for you. You get the box. What's in it? Well, you picked it. Chef-created recipes every week. And by the way, it's really easy to swap proteins or sides or whatever you want to get. Maybe you want to upgrade to organic chicken or organic ground beef, whatever it is you're getting. HelloFresh has every kind of food, from vegan over that way and all the way over this way to good old-fashioned comfort food, fit and wholesome stuff. Maybe you're doing low-cal or low-carb. HelloFresh can help you out. Once again, they do the shopping, they do the measuring, you put it together. Willie, what's the most recent one you've been working on?
Check out the Italian chicken and pepper sandos with potato wedges and garlic sauce. HelloFresh sends you 11 ingredients. Put those together in 6 simple steps. In just over a half hour, you have this delicious sandwich that you made at home with help from HelloFresh.
Eat well and save money with HelloFresh. It's cheaper than groceries. Pre-portioned ingredients, of course. That's going to cut back on waste. And by the way, you'll join the Clean Plate Club because you're making restaurant quality food. And by the way, they've got some great new stuff. 15 minutes it takes, for example, to throw together the Southwest pork and bean burritos or the falafel power bowls. HelloFresh, fresh stuff delivered to your door, and it's all ready to go. Put it together, have some fun. Great for date night, Josh. Sign up today. You'll need this code, BTShow65. Why? You'll save 65%. That's right, they're going to knock 65% off, plus throw in free shipping. The code is BTShow65. HelloFresh.com/BTShow65. You'll need that code a couple times, so write it down, BTShow65, like Bob Tom Show. HelloFresh.com/BTShow65. Get some great food and save yourself a lot of time. Coming up, let's see, if the tunnel is 10 feet wide and the train is 11 feet wide, we're going to have a problem. That's in the news. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, it's Roy Wood Jr. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Bob and Tom, all the time, in your ear.
Hey, thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. You can see the Bob and Tom Show on our YouTube channel anytime. Even right now, just go over to YouTube and search the Bob and Tom Show. Next thing you know, there it is. You click play, and you are watching the show in real time. Also, you can go back later today and check out today's show in real time later. It's right there on our YouTube channel. So if you have to go into work or a doctor's appointment, wherever you're heading, and you feel like you missed an Ace Cosby joke of the day, feel free to go back to our YouTube channels and search today's show, and you can watch it again in real time later today. You're welcome. It's the Bob and Tom YouTube channel. Have some fun, and thanks a lot for listening to us here on Bob and Tom 24/7.
I'm Chick McGee with your Bob and Tom sports update. In the NBA, the Atlanta Hawks have fired their head coach, Nate McMillan, who was unable to follow up on the success of leading the team to the 2021 Eastern Conference Finals. Hawks general manager Landry Fields announced the firing yesterday. The Hawks are 29-30 and 8th in the East this season. Top 25 college basketball yesterday. Number 8 Texas beat number 23 Iowa State. Number 14 Kansas State over number 9 Baylor. Number 10 Marquette beat number 19 Creighton. Number 25 Texas A&M over number 11 Tennessee. Number 13 Miami beat Virginia Tech. Villanova upsetting number 16 Xavier. Michigan State beat number 17 Indiana. And number 22 San Diego State over Colorado State. NHL winners in regulation: Detroit, Montreal, Carolina, Tampa Bay, Toronto, Minnesota, and Edmonton. And Nashville and Chicago both win in shootouts. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
We got some extra from the Bob and Tom Show.
With us in the studio, comedian John Garrett. You have a straight job? I mean, like a normal day-to-day thing?
Yeah, I actually do. I'm actually a CPA, believe it or not.
Oh,
yeah, and
that spells party.
Yeah, it does. Most people think CPAs are hysterical. Yeah. No, of course not. We're dorks, big dorks. But And honestly, on behalf of all accountants out there, I'd like to say that we don't all do taxes. Some of us prefer to embezzle. It's much more lucrative. I read recently Willie Nelson wrote a song called Whatever Happened to Peace on Earth as his little protest to the war in Iraq. And my immediate thought was, why does he care? It's not like it's his tax dollar being put to use. I mean, I think the U.S. government should write a song called Whatever Happened to Willie's 1040. There's a tax joke for the accountants.
Good morning, sunshine.
Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24/7.
Tell us about Hawaii. I get very confused over there. I'm always trying to read signs, because all they have are vowels. You read signs, and some signs, they have an arrow that says E-I-E-I-O. Yeah, come on, where's that going to go? And
Obviously, to a pineapple farm.
Yeah, what is that? And, I'm always trying to, I'm trying to impress. I was with this girl, and I'm trying to impress her about how much I know about Hawaii. This is my second time there, and I'm like, I go, oh, now look here. This is the ni I pu'u lo o-o-ke a-uti. And she said, that's lookout, you idiot. I'm like, oh, I guess I'm a little used to read these signs around here.
I see.
Fascinating. They have two airports on the island of Maui, and one is called like Hili Wili Puli, and then they call the other one Wili Wili Pali, and then I go to the wrong one, and I'm the idiot. It's supposed to be Hili Wili Puli, not Wili Wili Pali. They're going to be an hour and a half apart. They shouldn't sound exactly the same. Not Hili Wili Puli, Wili Wili Pali. I have a theory, and I think everything in Hawaii was named by Mel Tillis in a hurry, is what happened. They just brought Mel over. Mel, what'd you call that? Okay, come on over here. Pie. Mel, what would you call that big, beautiful bird? Well, yeah, that's good. That's the I
Bob and Tom 24/7. Not on air, online, all the time.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
With us in the studio, comedian Chad Daniels. Your wife is a college professor.
Yes.
Are you a college man?
No.
Ah.
That makes for
interesting contrast.
And her friends always remind me of it.
Oh, really?
Oh, really? Are they all college professors as well?
Most of them. We were out getting dinner one night, and her friends were like, "So, Chad, have you ever had Indian food?" And I was like, "Hello, Thanksgiving." Aren't you a history professor?
Yeah.
Didn't you know that? She has one friend from England that's always bragging about their language. We invented your language. You wouldn't have a language if it wasn't for us. Well, you spelled pneumonia with a P, stupid. Nat starts with a G, and you're bragging about that? And she goes, "You know what? They're silent. You know what? You better be silent before I stab you in your face with a knife."
I was playing in Miami, and RuPaul was real big at the time, and a lot of the staff was gay at the club, and they were going to go at like 3 in the morning to this huge gay bar to see RuPaul, and I was like, all right, I'll go, and so I go down there. I mean, it's like 2,000 people. And mostly gay men, and I'm sitting there by the record machine, and the ugliest guys there hit on me. I mean, ugly pimples, fat guys. I'm like, you know what?
Gay people drink too.
You were at 2 in the morning pull, man.
Man, he looks good.
Just the fact that you went, okay, I'll go.
Thanks for listening to Bob and Tom.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Kristi Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hi there.
There's Ace Cosby. Hey. Willie Griswold.
Yo.
I am simply Chick, and I'm at your service.
Oh.
And here's Tom.
Thank you very much, Chick.
You're welcome.
As I said, coming up, Sexy Time with Alli Breen.
Oh, yeah.
We've got a great dog story. Kind of a happy dog story coming up. Well, I think you'll like it. Does your dog like driving around or riding around in the car?
Loves it. Yep. And one of them likes the front seat, the passenger seat, and one likes the back seat.
That's what mine do. That's fine.
And there's no like, wait a minute, I called shotgun. None of that. They're just, leaning, watching me.
I see.
Thinking I'm important.
Good pups.
Until they jump out the back window while you're driving.
Oh, that's never happened.
That happened to me. That's why I said
You don't want to keep that window open too much.
I didn't. I have the windows that don't even go down all the way. She went between the window and the door frame.
Were you talking?
And she was okay.
She was okay.
Yes.
She was okay.
Wait, yeah.
Wait a minute. Let's hang on a second. Yes. What were you doing,
this was
Kristi?
my fault.
Kristi, were you talking to your dog, telling
No.
her how it's going to be?
I think what Tom's saying is not all accidents are accidents.
Yeah, I know what he's saying. I'm not stupid.
I don't want to speak for the room, but I've jumped. I wanted to jump
It
out
is
of here.
pretty funny, though, when your other dog starts pointing and you're like, you're not a pointer. What are you doing? And you look back and your other dog's in the middle of the road.
Yeah, that's not good. Well, that's one of the reasons this legislation is happening in the state of Florida. Do you have it?
Lawmakers in Florida proposing a bill that would ban dogs from sticking their heads out of car windows. WFTV.
Do they have special little doggy handcuffs? All right, Rover.
WFTV. Yeah, the F is exactly what you think it is.
Honey, this news has gotten very aggressive.
Sit down and listen. Put that down.
Oh, sorry, sir.
Reports many animal welfare topics are covered by Bill SB 932.
Mr. Speaker. Bill. Oh, sorry.
And the legislation also deals specifically with the transportation of dogs in cars. One section of the bill forbids drivers from having a dog in their lap, transporting them on a car's hood or roof.
They finally have a law for that?
Or allowing a dog to put any part of its body out of a car window.
I see.
I don't open my car windows anymore. I learned my lesson.
Now, I tried to figure out, can you have them in the back of a pickup truck?
It doesn't say that on here.
Open.
It's Florida,
Right,
probably.
I don't know if dog, let alone people. I think it's state to state. I think.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's not a good idea.
No.
A friend of mine had an Irish setter jump out of the back of a pickup.
Thank you. See?
Would you care to give your public service announcement about Irish setters?
Well, this one was particularly stupid. I don't know if there's a IQ test by breed, but ironically named Kelvin.
Oh.
With a K, of course. Yeah, Kelvin, the famous thermometer guy.
I was trying to re-energize my campaign to keep old people out of convenience stores.
Sure.
Right.
Yeah, because they're stealing.
They're up to trouble.
Well, I have a text from someone who shares my concern. Dear Chick, I am in support of your theory of the elderly being thieving bastards. I used to work at a chain pharmacy across the street from a retirement community. Every week, we would get 3 to 4 boxes of Yahtzee scorecards from our warehouse. Within a day or two, they were all gone with no records of a sale taking place.
Is that right?
I say something's gets done about this now.
I would think at the pharmacy they'd be, taking the oxycodone.
Well, but that's back.
Hey, what'd you get, Clarence? Oh, I got some Yahtzee scorecards. What I told you, I wanted, need a little taste.
I'm kind of for old people.
I didn't say Yahtzee. I said Oxy.
Wow.
I think it's fine. They worked hard all their lives.
Give it to them?
Go ahead and take a thing here.
What age is that good for? Like
When does that start?
70 on?
Yeah.
Yep.
70
70
on?
over.
Can they steal stuff while using a cart or using like a rascal scooter, or is it just what they can kind of get in their hands?
They can use whatever they like.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. You're obviously not a store owner.
Nope, for that very reason.
Do you give your dogs the puppuccino when you go through the drive-thru?
I've never done that.
The pup cup?
Pup cup.
The pup cup.
Yeah, I've never.
What's a puppuccino?
It's a pup cup for dogs at Starbucks.
Oh, okay.
That's what they call it?
He has a fancy name for it, apparently. Pup cup.
It's
everybody else calls it a pup
I don't
cup.
see your dogs riding around with you.
What do you mean?
I don't see them getting in the car and taking a little ride with their dad. I don't see that.
On occasion.
love it.
Occasion.
Well, that's nice.
And Leo likes to sit in the front seat and have me hold his hand. He likes to have
And there's nothing funnier than you run in and you can see the car from where you are and you come back out and one of them's in the driver's seat.
There's nothing funny.
Love that.
Behind the steering wheel.
Sometimes they'll just turn to you.
Yeah.
Oh, hilarious.
What's up? I'm driving now. You're riding.
What you should do is when that happens, wait for somebody else to come out and go, oh, my Uber's here. And then get in the back seat.
That's pretty good.
Wasn't there some famous rock star that developed an automobile?
He could drive it from the back seat?
Or he could drive it from the passenger seat secretly. and he had a fake steering wheel and the traditional American left side driver's seat.
I love that so much.
And you'd have like a chimp sitting there and
That sounds
be
pretty
driving
good.
around.
Oh, my Ubers.
That would be so great. You're at the light, you look next door, and there's a chimpanzee driving a car, ideally smoking a cigarette.
Kristi, have you driven Leo, your dog, in your right hand, in your
Yeah, I have.
opposite side
Yes,
driving car?
absolutely.
So somebody could look over and see a dog
Yes.
where the driver would normally be.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I picked the wrong
Loves
day
it.
to smoke pot.
And they love the fact that it's kind of a convertible, like a half top. So they don't really get that. They're like, oh wait,
wow,
this is cool.
So I want to find out more of this bill in Florida that would disallow dogs from sticking their head out car windows. But you said it's got a thing in there about you can't have the dog ride on the hood.
Right, or on the roof.
Who does that exactly?
I don't know.
I mean, I've seen him in the back of the pick. I've never seen a guy have, well, we're going to have Marmaduke sit in the hood. Creates a little bit of a visibility issue.
You've been out running errands. You've had a busy day. You put your dog on the roof. You put everything in the car, and then you get out and drive away. And, where's the dog?
Like there's something about Mary. The dog's in the full body cast and it's on the roof.
That's right.
All right, well, we'll see what happens. Now, we're just around the corner. It's going to be sexy time with Alli Breen. But right now, it's sexy because, of course, I'm talking about...
Who's that sexy man with a deep voice? Ace Cosby, here he is with his joke of the day.
You know, the next person asked me for some cranberry juice and lemonade and orange juice and a slice of orange in the same glass is going to get a punch.
I like that one, chick.
Hard no.
Oh.
See, punch has two meanings. Okay, chick. And
most of his
sequels.
Who's that sexy man with a deep voice? Ace Cosby, here he is
when I'm
with
the
his
stooge.
joke of the day.
The next person asked me for cranberry juice, pineapple juice, and vodka. It's going to get a nice punch.
That was Ace Cosby's joke of the day.
That's what they call a punch with booze in it? Nice punch?
Nice
Well, for chick, nice punch.
No, a vodka breeze or something.
Boy,
sometimes the sequel
it was going so well.
Yeah.
And then...
I was just going to make it better.
The classic sophomore slump.
I blame myself. Okay. And I apologize.
Today's a special day. It is Ash Wednesday. Kristi,
Yes,
you want to
it
give the
is.
explanation again what it means?
Well, Christians around the world observe Ash Wednesday as the very first day of Lent. The Lenten season has begun as we prepare for Easter. Yes.
That's where you have to borrow equipment and various yard tools from your neighbor.
Yes, I lent my hammer to...
Wait a minute. So you don't like Ace's joke that cleverly takes the word punch and it has two meanings. But Lent, hilarious.
Lent can't be the past tense. Lent,
No, lended, yeah.
Lended? It's not Lent?
So the
No,
point,
I think it's lended.
No, the point is this is no meat. Is it no meat on Friday or for the whole 40 days?
No meat on Friday. Some people give up meat for the whole time. Today is technically a fast day. You're not supposed to eat until 5 or something.
Oh, this is that movie, The Fast and the Furious.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. I'm an idiot. Chick, you're right. The past tense of lend is lent.
Lent.
Yeah. I lent him my shovel.
What about a crossed? My mother would say a cross.
That is absolutely correct.
No.
Except for the T. So the point is you're supposed to give up something typically.
Most people, yes. A lot of people give up something.
Have you reviewed this? What are the possibilities?
I'm not giving up anything. I told you I'm doing
Also,
things.
if you ask a Sicilian for a favor, they can't turn you down.
All right, let's say you weren't
Ash
allowed
Wednesday.
to do things. What would you give up?
Like, didn't you give up booze one
I gave
year?
up alcohol once.
Yeah, don't do that again.
I won't. I gave up chocolate once. Won't do that again.
Okay, yeah.
Remember I walked on the treadmill every day? Remember that one? Because I actually did the newsroom in there on a treadmill during Lent. What did I give up? Fast food.
I see.
Fried food.
No fun.
It's no fun. It's not supposed to be fun.
Your God sounds like an angry God.
Once again, I every year give up self-denial. This is a song about this season and especially about today. It's from Tim Cavanaugh and his brother-in-law, comedian Mike Toomey. I just love this.
Who's
Frankenstein, Dracula, and their friend Ledge decided one day to go to church. They found intriguing the things they'd hear. The phrase body and blood had really caught their ear. The blazing candles made Frankie nervous. The crucifix distracted Drac from the service. On top of that, they didn't realize it was Ash Wednesday, and to their surprise,
They got the ash.
they got the Monster Ash.
The Monster Ash.
They gave them out at Mass.
The Monster Ash.
Right after Mardi Gras.
That's why you ask.
They got the Monster Ash. It turned out to be a miraculous day. The three all repented and changed their ways. Dracula gave up sucking for Lent. If the
Cleveland Browns.
did it, that would be an event. They got the Monster Ash.
The Monster Ash.
They wore them with panache.
The Monster
The
Ash.
church went back and asked for a mustache.
They got the ash.
They got the Monster Ash.
The ash.
Drac, you've got something on your forehead. Let me get it. No, but it's a smudge. Look in the mirror. No, you can't look in the mirror.
Once again, Mike Toomey and Tim Cavanaugh. Great tribute, the Monster Ash for Ash Wednesday. And we were talking about driving with dogs in the car.
Yes.
And it reminded me of a phone call we had a while back involving a dog. I think you're going to enjoy this.
Morning, Bob and Tom show.
Good morning. How are you guys?
Fine.
Guy's down in Florida. He's reading the classified ads, and he sees an ad that says talking dog, $20. So he goes to the address list on the paper, knocks on the door. Guy answers the door. Guy says, I understand you got a talking dog for $20. And he goes, yep. He goes, can I see him? He goes, yep, he's in the bedroom. So he walks in the bedroom. Dog's laying on the bed, remote in hand, watching TV. Walks in the room. The dog goes, hey, how you doing? I can't believe this. You're a talking dog. What are you doing down here in Florida? He goes, well, I started out in New York. I used to teach other dogs how to lead the blind. And then, well, the Gulf War broke out. And so I went over there and I brought medicine to injured soldiers and rescued soldiers. And that was over. I came back to New York, and I was on Broadway for a while. I was in Riverdance. Of course, you had the tragedy with the Twin Towers, so I helped out there and started sniffing for bombs and things like that. And finally, I decided I'd had enough, and I was going to come down here to Florida to retire. The guy can't believe it. He walks back in the other room, the other guys. He goes, what's the deal? Why are you selling that talking dog for $20? The guy goes, 'cause he's a big liar.
Rob Haney in the classic talking dog. Oh, boy, that dog is a liar. Now, you were talking about dogs looking like they're driving the car, because Kristi has a right-hand drive little car called a Figaro.
Yeah, very good. Nissan Figaro.
And sometimes you'll have your dog sitting in what would be the driver's seat, from the traditional viewpoint of an American. Police officers in Texas were looking to apprehend a reckless driver. Instead, they found a dog behind the wheel of the car, according to KETK.
I got nothing. Have you yet? No, I don't know. K-E-T-K.
The Kilgore police officers responded to a parking lot.
There we go. K-E-T-K, the voice of Kilgore.
Okay, thank you. that might be it. The driver had crashed into two cars. An investigation revealed a dog was sitting in the vehicle waiting for its owners when apparently bounced around in the cab and got the car moving. Poor little fella. The doggy, hope it wasn't drunk. Hope he didn't get a DUI. But remember, never drive while licking your balls. That's the lesson.
They're not making that a law, are they?
Yeah.
And if you're at a party and someone yells, let's give the dog a beer, leave. Leave immediately.
Yeah, I agree.
No good conclusion.
I agree. Coming up, it's going to be a sexy time with Alli Breen, but we still have Kristi Lee at the news desk.
Well, we were talking earlier in the sports world about Virginia and Miami in college basketball last night. And Virginia Tech, when the visiting team misses 2 free throws with less than 8 minutes to go in the game, everybody, this is a home game for Virginia Tech, everybody there wins free bacon. And that happened last night, and here's what it sounded like.
Now, we got to get this here. After Jordan Miller missed that free throw, the crowd's going nuts. Here's why. If he misses the second one, everybody in this house gets free bacon. Bacon for everybody! Sizzled up in the frying pan.
Yeah! Now, this is from John in Kentucky. University of Kentucky gives a free chicken biscuit to everyone if the opponent misses 2 consecutive free throws in the second half. Also, if Kentucky hits 3 3-pointers in a game, you receive a small pizza from La Rosa's, a cheese coney from Skyline, and a coffee or a muffin from a place called Skywatch.
Nice.
All right.
Holy heck.
Well, I love this.
Veritable buffet.
Yeah.
Very good, very good.
You know, Tom Lester has written in reminding us, I'd never heard this, so he's letting us know that bacon and women have a lot in common.
Oh, really?
They smell great.
Yeah.
They taste good.
Yeah.
And they kill you slowly.
Oh, well.
Wise words from Lester.
Well.
and he chose to read that.
Yeah, he did.
I thought Kristi would get a kick
I can
out
bring
of that.
everybody down. This is from Mark. He writes, my mother-in-law was in her late 90s with dementia, living at an assisted living facility.
I was right.
Late when we received a call from the police, she had called them and asked them to stop by and pick up the body of her brother because he was dead on the couch.
Oh, my.
There was no body in the couch. Her brother had died 20 years before. So you see that.
That's what I'm talking about. We need to see the humor in situations like that.
Yeah.
All right. No, you guys.
Yeah.
A lot of people are mad at me because you guys aren't calling me the monster that I'm pretending to be.
No, it's much more fun just to watch you drown.
It is your fault.
Okay.
It's a good time just to watch you jump in the pool. There's no lifeguards. It's
But you
turning
know, you realize you're saying these things, though, right?
Well, yes, I realized I've swung from the trapeze and I have let go of it, expecting to be caught on the other side.
There's kind of a Harvey feel to this whole thing, you know?
How so?
The movie Harvey?
Right.
With the giant rabbit?
Harvey.
You know, there's kind of a, okay, we're going to go with this.
Oh, I see, yeah.
We all see the rabbit. It's cool. Everything's good. Great movie. You ever seen the movie Harvey?
No.
Oh,
I have not.
It's the best. It's the best.
Sorry.
Coming up, it's going to be Sexy Time with Alli Breen. Right now, if you want to be safe at home, you want one thing only, and that's Simply Safe. And Chick McGee's the one that turned me on to this. Tell me more.
That's right, Tom. It's peace of mind. That's why we recommend Simply Safe Home Security. They make it easy to protect every inch of your home. Here's why we recommend it. Simply Safe, designed with cutting-edge security technology and powered by 24/7 professional monitoring. Simply Safe, in an emergency, with their monitoring agents, use Fast Protect technology to capture critical evidence and verify the threat is real. So you get priority police dispatch. And the 24/7 monitoring service costs under $1 a day, less than half the price of traditional home security systems. And with the Simply Safe app on your smartphone, lock and unlock your doors, access your cameras, arm and disarm your system from anywhere, right there on your phone. And CNET just named Simply Safe the editor's choice pick. Customize the perfect system for your home and install it in absolutely minutes by yourself with simplysafetom.com. Go there today and claim a free indoor security camera plus 20% off your order with interactive monitoring. That's simplysafetom.com. There's no safe like Simply Safe.
Thank you very much, Chick McGee. Coming up, Sexy Time with Alli Breen. And there's a crazy sperm donor out there. We're going to find out about that guy. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Got something to say? Send us an email, bobandtom@bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
No. I was going to do my first time I saw you. It's about a date that I had that went horribly awry.
Like most of them.
This one's a little bit of a ballad, a little bit of a tearjerker.
All right.
So here we go. I remember the things. See, I don't even remember this.
Ironic, but that would be the
I
lyric.
remember the first time I saw you. I went to your doorstep and rang the bell. Your parents told me your dog's name was Henry, and I laughed and said, hey, that's my name as well. And I remember your face as you came down the stairway with your ebony hair and your deep hazel eyes. At the sight of your beauty, I started to quiver, and I just couldn't think of the right things to say. And my hands started shaking, my heart palpitating, my palms started sweating, and then I ran out of breath, and then I fell on the floor, and then I started to vomit, and I lost all control of my bodily functions. And you went to the kitchen so you could get paper towels to clean up the mess I just made on your floor. But by that time, I'd already emptied my bowels, and it just didn't seem to give a damn anymore. So I took off my pants and started attacking your doggy, and your parents threatened to call the police. So I yanked out their phone cord and I closed all the curtains and said, don't move or nobody leaves here alive. Remember landlines, everybody?
Yeah. I was just thinking that, yeah.
This is very nostalgic. You guys remember all of this stuff happening
Maybe with lamp cord.
back in our younger days. So here I am in this cold, lonely jail cell, thinking of you and the times that we had. And I know that you're laughing about the whole misunderstanding, and I just get that same old feeling again. My hands start to shake and my heart starts to beat and my palms start to sweat, and then I run out of breath and I fall on the floor and I start to vomit and I lose all control of mine. This is where everybody in the audience usually sings along.
Oh, we can go.
Bodily functions.
Henry Phillips. First time.
That's my Hotel California right there.
Yeah.
Go on vacation or a business trip, we're right there with you. You never have to miss a second of the show. It's the Bob and Tom Show app. Download it today, won't you?
Hi, everybody. Kristi Lee with your Bob and Tom Entertainment News Update. Yes, Cocaine Bear is a real movie, and it might be a big hit. Since the trailer first debuted for Elizabeth Banks' very, very loosely based on a true story comedy, there is a huge buzz. At a time when much in Hollywood can feel prepackaged, makers of Cocaine Bear think it can be a wild exception. Producers Phil Lord and Christopher Miller say it's time Hollywood got bolder and greenlight movies that don't feel like they were dreamed up in a corporate boardroom. Cocaine Bear opens in theaters on Friday. A South Florida art dealer has pleaded guilty in federal court in connection with a scheme involving the sale of fake Andy Warhol paintings. Daniel Eli Buazes pleaded guilty Tuesday to money laundering. He now faces up to 10 years in prison. He apparently told customers the work selling for between $75,000 and $240,000 were authentic originals, that some were signed actually by the artist. That was not the case. And consumers are willing to pay monthly subscription fees for everything. You know, you've got them: streaming, pet food, maybe even toilet paper. Well, now some restaurants are betting you're going to do the same for your favorite food. Large chains like Panera and P.F. Chang's, as well as some neighborhood hangouts, are increasingly experimenting with a subscription model as a way to ensure steady revenue and customer visits. They're following a trend. The average American juggled 6.7 subscriptions in 2022. That's up from 4.2 in 2019. And that's your entertainment news. I'm Kristi Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Hey, hi, this is Tom.
And this is Chick from the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, Kristi, what's the best way to get full access to the show?
Hey, what? You introduced me.
That would be to become a Bob and Tom VIP.
Very good. Now, Josh, what's a feature of Bob and Tom VIP?
Wait a minute.
Well, the live 5-camera video stream of the show, plus a podcast of the show and comedy from the Bob and Tom archives.
Excellent. Chick, what do you have to say for yourself?
Become a Bob and Tom VIP now. Just go to bobandtom.com/VIP.
See, that was worth the wait, wasn't it?
Hi, this is Dr. Will Miller, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
It's Dan Greeter. Dan,
Good morning.
Dan, how are you?
Good.
Dan, first off,
Nice. Yes.
you're from Cleveland, but you went to school
At Ohio State.
How'd that go?
Columbus. I loved it there. I'm a big football fan. I love college football. You know, we should have a college football team. I was in Boston a couple months ago.
Mm-hmm.
I was turning around. I went down to Cambridge. You know, I was walking the Harvard campus
Sure.
there, pretending. And,
Sure.
and it dawned on me, Harvard, they didn't put anybody good in football, do they, Harvard, huh? Ivy League, bunch of wimps. That Big Ten, Pac-10's big business. You got the football program. People may take a class or two.
Right.
As at Harvard, you get the school football game might break out on the weekend. I think if Harvard ever played like Ohio State in football, the play-by-play be something like, and Harvard's quarterback is dropped behind the line again for loss of 40. Harvard's man there, of course, is Chad Elmhurst. Chad is an academic All-American at Harvard, majored in physics with a minor in mathematics. And Bob, they tell me he's actually graduating a year early. And he's not going anywhere right now because he was flattened by Big Moose McCauley. Moose is a sixth-year redshirt freshman, majoring in scuba diving. And Bob, there's a nice shot in the stands of his wife and 5 kids. Yeah. He drives a Lexus.
Hey, guy, it's Kid Tarmac. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Take that to the bank. 24/7. I know.
Hi, man. This is Donnie Biker. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24.
Details on that.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show.
No, I'll
Kristi
talk before the
Lee
intro.
At the news desk. There's Josh Arnold.
Ruining the professionalism.
Digging this music. There's Ace Cosby. Hey. There's Willie Griswold.
Hey, man.
I'm Chick. And here's Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much. We've been talking about dogs. And this new rule they're trying to get through in Florida, in which it's illegal for a dog to stick its head out the window.
They have their heart in the right place with this rule, but it's going to be tough to enforce.
Yeah.
Dogs love it so much.
Yeah, they sure do.
Don't you wish because the dog's going, oh, I'm flying. This is great.
Bombarded with all the smells.
They seem like they really. Don't you wish you would love something as much as a dog loves having their head out the window?
I think the closest thing that is a really good roller coaster.
I guess so. Just that thrill.
Where you're not in control, but you're still getting that.
And you know you're going to survive. And
here's another good one.
Most cases.
Headline, puppy drives car into pond. A 3-month-old German Shepherd puppy is being blamed for driving the family car into a pond in Massachusetts.
Oh.
The dog's owner, John Costello, said he took the dog for a walk around Boulevard Pond on Sunday. Then he got into the car.
Please tell me his dog's named Abbott.
Yeah, wouldn't you think?
Yes.
So Abbott and Costello. The puppy jumped in with him. He jumped into the car, hit the gear shift, slammed into drive, and he fell on the gas pedal.
I thought the D stood for dog, so.
And as you can see, I am a dog.
Oh, what a sweet little doggy.
What about that dog who shot his owner with the shotgun? Remember?
Yeah, that was bad.
That didn't end well.
No, did not end well.
Gun in the back, right?
Apparently the dog had seen Old Yeller and was mad about it. Oh, yeah? See how you like it.
Okay.
Do you before you do me, right?
Well, and we have some pretty interesting dog stuff for you. This is, if you have, I believe, Chick, were you talking about the fact that one of your dogs has a coprophagic?
Yes, the newest arrival, yeah.
Likes to eat the...
She's about a year old, yeah.
No, that's where this is handy.
And now a message from the Bob and Tom Pet Care Company.
Here, Figsy. Come here, boy. Good boy. Whoa. Hey, Dad. Figsy's breath really stinks.
Oh, I know, Sam. Ugh. Smells like Figsy's been eating his own poop again.
Oh. Gee, if only they made something to make his breath smell better. Sorry, Figs. We'll have to play Frisbee some other time. You're just like a furry turd.
Sound familiar? Does your dog love to dine on his own dog logs, leaving his breath smelling like a stopped-up commode? Well, have we got the answer for you? It's a peppermint-flavored lozenge made especially for dogs like yours. Introducing new Extra Mints.
Here, Figsy. Golly, that is some bad breath. Here, Figsy, try one of these new excrements. Wow, what a difference, huh, Dad?
You bet, Sam. Figsy's face may be covered in his own feces, but his breath is minty fresh.
Hey, Dad, look. Figsy's licking his crotch again. Do you think his breath is still fresh?
We'll never know, son.
Oh, God.
We'll never know. Hey, Sam, you know why a dog licks his own?
Yeah, because he can. I've heard it a million times.
Extra mix. Fetch some today.
And solving a real-life problem. Thank you very much. Kristi Lee is at the Bob and Tom News Desk.
Well, hang on. We have an email about a dog. Dear folks, I used to have a black Labrador that rode my truck everywhere I went. One day, we'd gone to the gas station. I went inside after filling up to get a donut for me and one for my big sweetie. As I was standing in line waiting to check out, I noticed their horn was honking out by the gas pumps. honking, it would not stop. By the time I got to the counter, I was asking, hey, who the a-hole was keep blowing their horn. As I came out the door, I realized that my dog was standing on the steering wheel, blowing the horn.
Hey, where's that bear claw?
She learned that anytime she did that, Dad came out in a hurry. That was the beginning of a big problem for me. What I wouldn't give to have my sweet girl honking at me again.
Well, you have the memories and the love in your heart.
Well, here's something interesting. One of my dogs is about to get neutered.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, my
Yeah, that happens.
my new boy dog.
Mm-hmm.
And Jess Hooker's going to cook them up for us?
Hey!
But I don't know if we've talked about this. We've actually had them in the studio. An American guy, invented something called nudicles.
Yeah.
And they are medical-grade plastic dog testicles. And I was looking these up. The average pair of these cost over $300.
Are you getting nudicles for your dog?
I don't think so.
No.
I mean, the dog doesn't know the difference.
I think more people are used to seeing male dogs without them than with them.
Yeah. By the way, this guy, his name is Greg Miller. He's in his 60s. He once made a pair that cost $2,800. They were the size of watermelons.
Come on with this.
They were for an elephant.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, can you imagine? Man. I mean, I've seen some big dogs, but, you know, a chick, we've seen the pig at the state fair. Those are kind of volleyball size.
It's amazing.
But watermelon size.
Yeah, that's too big.
By the way, his clients include the Kardashians, who bought a pair for their dog, Rocky.
Of course.
Okay.
Wow. I mean,
ASAP Rocky?
Oh, that's very clever.
Rihanna.
I think Rihanna's
Oh, that's
having
Rihanna.
his
Yeah.
kids,
Okay,
yeah.
Wow. That seems totally unnecessary to me, but I just want to spend
Well,
$300.
I mean, we
Obviously, this guy is, they say, is a self-made millionaire based on the plastic. And they do make these for humans. I know that. And they're much more expensive.
Yeah, because people will buy them.
I mean, it's hard to ask a dog how he feels once they're gone, so we don't really know if it helps their self-esteem or not, do we?
If you could find somebody to put them in, couldn't you use dog testicles in a human?
No.
Why not?
Why not?
Because the person would just be licking them all day.
Oh, you mean could you use nudicles
Kristi.
in a human?
No. What I asked Tom was, could you use nudicles in a human?
No, the way you worded it, you were asking if you could use dog testicles and transplant them to a human.
Oh my gosh!
Boy, wouldn't that be a great movie?
No.
Frankenballs.
You know
what? I'd be their opening day.
I come here and I try to give and take. Sure.
My guess would be, not being a medical professional, really. I would imagine that even the nudicles, which are, I'm sure, a very high quality medical grade plastic.
Right.
I imagine for human beings, there are. Would you think the standards would be a little bit higher? As
often is the case, I don't care what you're saying, because due to my conversing with you, I've lost all will to live.
Okay. I'm sure someone out there could tell us what a single or double set of fake male human testicles would go for.
Human, never mind. What am I doing? I'm doing it again. Stop.
And I imagine, like someone like Lance Armstrong, does he just have the one in there? Does he?
I don't know.
Maybe he doesn't have any.
Have a fit? What?
Maybe it just has the one, and you just left the other one hang.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I mean. Yeah, when you see it didn't have any,
balance at all?
they didn't take both of them out while they were in there.
No.
Hey, this one may go in a few years. Let's get it while we're in here.
That's why you can't bike anymore. Well, the cheating.
Okay,
mostly the cheating, I think.
Okay. Coming up, it's going to be sexy time with Alli Breen. What have you got over there, Kristi?
Coming up, we still have to get to our trains that don't fit in the tunnels. We have our big sperm donor. We still have never, ever talked about the school in Massachusetts where the lights are still on. They can't get them to shut
I
off.
love this story. This is my favorite news story of all time, I think.
Of all time?
No, but it's of today. When we come back, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Got a comment? Our email is bobandtom@bobandtom.com. More Bob and Tom next. State law.
No, Tim has his guitar out. Are you going to
See,
play
I hate
something?
Florida.
Why?
Because
Well, you're from Georgia. That's why.
Georgia people hate Florida. Why? Because we grew up our whole lives wanting to go to Florida. Put a float on top of the car. Oh, my God, we're going to Florida. Drive 4 hours. Get there. Do you have a hotel room? Yeah, they're $100, unless you want to be near the water. Then they're $400. Okay? No, we don't want to be near the water. We want to sit in a hot-ass asphalt parking lot with a float on top of the car and finish up these pecan logs we got in Valdosta. So then a hurricane comes. They evacuate back to Georgia. Oh, my God, do you have a hotel room? Yeah, they're $100, unless you want to be away from the water.
Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
Comedian Jim Gaffigan joins us in the studio, a family man, a clean liver. Now, when you're on stage, Jim, you don't do a blue kind of show, do you?
I'm very clean and kind of, I talk about cake for like an hour because, cake's an important topic.
Cake, tell me about cake.
Well, there's a lot of different. Cake's a powerful food. Cake can actually bring people together. It's Bill's birthday. Yeah, I hate that guy. There's cake in the conference room. Well, I should say hello.
Who am I to pass judgment on him?
It's his big day. There's so many types of cake. There's rum cake, which makes sense because we've all been eating cake and thought, this needs booze. Shot of liquor. I don't have time to eat and drink. There's fruit cake. That's a bit of a disappointment.
Oh, yeah.
You'd think that would be better. Fruit, good.
Right.
Cake, great.
Right.
Fruit cake, nasty crap.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah. Have you tried fruit cake? I don't even think that's fruit in there. You're like, when is that, a Skittle?
Hello, this is comedian John Evans, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Jessica Alsman on the way. We call her Scorched Earth. She's from the Bits and Pieces podcast. You can download for free at bobandtom.com/podcast. Hosted by Willie Griswold, Jason Hofstedt, Jess Hooker, and that woman, Jessica Alsman. Scorched Earth, it's a dive into the archives, and they discuss some of their favorite bits and pieces from the Bob and Tom Show. A great podcast for longtime listeners or those that are just getting started wondering what the heck's going on. It's the Bits and Pieces podcast. Again, free and available to download at bobandtom.com/podcast, and a little extra Jess Hooker and Jessica Alsman for you as well. Oh, sure, Willie and Jason are there, but it's a lot of fun. Check it out. The Bits and Pieces podcast, always free for you. Good morning. I'm Mark Allison with a look at things you may have missed on this Wednesday. States in the northern plains largely shutting down ahead of a massive winter storm that could drop up to 2 feet of snow in some areas, accompanied by strong winds, dangerously cold temps. Many schools throughout the Dakotas, Minnesota, and Wisconsin called off for Wednesday ahead of the storm. Offices closed, as did the Minnesota legislature, which won't reconvene till Monday. Emergency management leaders warn people to stay off the roads or face potential whiteout conditions due to the snow and fierce winds. The system headed straight for the Minneapolis-St. Paul area, where 2 feet of snow or more are possible, more than a foot of snow expected in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Meanwhile, the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency has ordered Norfolk Southern to pay for cleanup of the East Palestine, Ohio train wreck and chemical release. The order came Tuesday as federal regulators took charge of long-term recovery efforts. The EPA warned Norfolk Southern that if it failed to comply, the agency would perform the work itself and seek triple damages from the company. Norfolk Southern's CEO promised to do what's necessary to ensure the community's long-term health. And that's a look at things you may have missed. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Well, so I went to check on a flight, and it was no longer on the board. Then I went online, and I found that the flight had arrived a half an hour early.
Oh, my God.
Josh had the angle on this.
There's a chance.
Yeah.
Tom wasn't even at the airport.
Or at the wrong airport.
Bus station. It says here that flight arrived early. Sorry, this is Arby's.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Morning laughter just might be the best medicine.
If you want to turn your daddy parts orange, eat some Cheetos and watch some porn.
Bob and Tom 24/7. Has this ever happened to you?
Scalpel, clamp, knife.
Ow! Hey! What the?
Waking up during an operation can be both traumatic and painful. Did you know that you have a choice when it comes to choosing an anesthesia? Introducing Ed Pedural's Anesthesia City! Anesthesia City!
Hey, Eddie Pedural here. When you need to get gooned on the goofy juice, it really helps to shop around. And there's no better time than now, as we're getting giddy at Anesthesia City. It's our once-a-year Malaise Days.
Malaise Days!
Bring in your Zoo Book coupon, and we'll knock off an additional 50% on scratch and dent ethers, pentathols, and nitrous.
Anesthesia City!
And oh yeah, free balloons for the kids. Hey, if they're real young, make sure they don't suck on any of that balloon air, if you know what I'm saying.
Anesthesia City! Open every day, 10 until 10. 9.
I'm Ed Pedural saying, so, what's it going to take for me to put you in a coma today?
Essential Morning Radio. All day and all night.
Really? No, seriously. Really?
Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7.
It's an old Eskimo trick of how to catch a polar bear. Now, what you do is you go cut a hole in the ice, right? And then you take little peas and you place them strategically 4 inches apart all the way around the hole, right? And a polar bear will crawl up and he'll look at it in very much curiosity as what is going on there. Now, when he bends over to take a pee, you kick him in the ice hole.
Hey, it's Roy Wood Jr. You're listening.
Concert information.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Kristi Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hello there.
Jessica Alsman joins us.
Hi.
There's Ace Cosby.
Howdy.
Willie Griswold is here.
Hey, man.
In a flannel.
Flannel season.
Flannel. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom.
What are you wearing? Is that's not flannel, is it?
No.
It's very nice.
Is it suede?
Yes, that's right.
Nice.
2 pockets. You're joining my club.
Yes, everybody has 2 pockets in their shirt is taken after copying you, Tom. You're a trendsetter.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Kristi is wearing what is known as a hockey sweater.
Yep.
Real dumb.
Very sexy, Kristi. Very nice.
I think it's dumb. Tom thinks it's sexy.
I think it's cool. It's beautiful.
Which
Apparently the hockey fans like it.
Super cute.
After working all this time with you two, it's a little weird. Makes me uncomfortable. I can't imagine what it makes.
But I think it's just it's a great look for you.
Thanks.
Well, you don't look at a female coworker and say, "Hey, that's sexy."
Yeah,
You
it's
don't
weird
say that.
hearing you say sexy. It feels like hearing a teacher say the F word.
Especially in front
These
of your
broads can't take a compliment anymore.
especially in front of your son.
Let me rephrase it. That's quite an attractive look, Kristi.
No, wrong.
I take it you haven't taken your test yet.
What
Oh,
test?
God, no.
Oh,
I never
yeah, I gotta,
Oh, 'tis the season, for the
I gotta take that test
What's
too.
it called again? The
sexual harassment.
Harass away.
I was.
Harass away.
I knew it was going to be a process, so I started to try to take mine yesterday, and I almost had to take my computer apart to get back into the website. So,
Close circuit to John. I deleted that. I need it resent to me.
so we have to take the sexual harassment
It was an accident.
thing. Yeah. I've always had someone else take it for me.
Can't do that anymore.
How are they going to know?
Well, you know why?
How are they going to know?
Because you're admitting to it on air.
And this is like the third year you've said something about it.
By the way, you can do that, Tom. You pay the HR service. You can say, I'm not taking it.
I think he has someone take it for him. Actually.
Yeah, it is his company, isn't it? Yeah.
And what are they going to do? Fire me if I don't? Hello? Hello? What happened? What? I'm out? What?
Well, we have an example of sexual harassment. This is the kind
right?
of this is the kind of thing you want to listen to,
Oh, no.
and this will help you if you're taking one of these HR tests, ladies and gentlemen.
Fellas, let's face it, times are changing. Sexual harassment suits are making it impossible to pay even the most innocent compliment to a female coworker.
Gee, Shirley, you're not wearing a bra, are you? What do you mean I'm fired?
Hi, I'm Nick Love, and along with my brother Sonny, we've developed the only possible solution.
It's an electronic device for men to be worn tightly yet discreetly across the throat, designed to look uncannily like a Windsor knot.
Yeah, we call it Harass-Away. How does it work? Simple. Through state-of-the-art circuitry, Harass-Away detects even the slightest signs of arousal.
This triggers a pleasant yet barely audible tone designed to subtly mask the offensive comment.
Ingenious, you say? We think so. But there's more. Harass-Away also replaces the inexplicably offensive remark with a digitized voice simulator programmed with over 200 stock compliments.
So now that lawsuit happy babe won't hear this.
Hey, baby, how'd you like to shake hands with my little junior executive?
She'll hear this.
Hey, baby, how'd you like to...
You do outstanding work,
shake hands with me.
and I am proud to call you my associate.
Harass-Away. Discreet, effective, lawsuit-proof. Your choices are clear. Bite your tongue every day for the rest of your life,
or bite the bullet once and cough up $395 for Harass-Away. Let's hear from one of our satisfied customers.
Harass-Away? Yeah, I'll tell you about Harass-Away.
Harass-Away has helped me immensely.
Those two lying sons of...
I am extremely happy I purchased it.
They cost me my marriage.
I cannot imagine a successful job or happy marriage without Harass-Away.
Hands on those ass...
Thank you, Nick and Sonny.
That's Nick and Sonny's Harass-Away. So you don't have to think about what you say before you say what you think.
To order Nick and Sonny's Harass-Away, simply dial 1-800-NICE.
That's 1-800, you are pretty.
I'm not even sure you can say that.
You are pretty.
Now, Kristi, can you name a famous person who at one point always was seen wearing hockey sweaters?
Yes. Kevin
Yeah.
Smith.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Kevin Smith.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think she had help.
Clerks.
Film director, yeah. Now it's time now to turn the microphone back over to Kristi Lee in her hockey sweater. What's going on?
2 Spanish transport officials have resigned over new commuter trains that are too wide for tunnels. The BBC reports the new trains, which cost nearly $275 million, could not fit into non-standard tunnels in the northern regions of Asturias and Cantabria.
Oops.
The mistake means
That
the trains will be
sounds-
delivered 2 years late.
That sounds like a Harry Potter chapter, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh,
Earlier-
Canterbury's.
Are you an Asturian or a Cantabrian?
Earlier this month, Spain's transport ministry fired a Renfe manager and Adif's head of track technology over this particular blunder.
What they say, measure twice, cut once.
Yeah.
Gosh, that's a big mistake.
Yeah.
Wow. It sounds kind of like a guy bragging, though.
Yeah, my train doesn't fit in the tunnel.
Yeah, I guess my train's too wide for the tunnel.
Too big to fit, baby.
She won't be able to walk for a week. You ever see a picture of Shaq and his wife?
Yeah, she's my size.
She's a tiny little thing.
Yeah.
What?
Yes.
Wow.
She's like 5'2".
How about
she's
that?
He carries her like in his pocket then? Like, how does it even work?
Pretty much.
That's right. Who said that? Who said I carry my wife?
She's
in my
always on
pocket?
top, I tell you that.
Oh my gosh.
During sex, I don't move. I just move her.
Pretty satisfying, actually.
Very.
Wow.
A Massachusetts school has been lit up for over a year.
Yeah, let's get lit, Willie.
Not that kind.
Oh.
The lights have been going a full blast, 7,000 of them. They cannot be turned off. The lighting system installed at Minneshaug Regional High School was intended to save money and energy by automatically adjusting the lights as needed.
Okay, come on over here, Stevie. We got the on button.
Yeah.
We're covered.
Yeah.
Lights are on. Can you show me the off button?
No. When the software that runs the system failed in August of 2021, the lights for the school have been on continuously. Aaron Osborne, Assistant Superintendent of Finance at the Hampton-Wilbraham Regional School District, told NBC News, "We are very much aware that this is costing taxpayers a significant amount of money."
Can't they just put like a bypass somewhere and
Can't they just
turn
pull
them
the
off?
plug and then
cut a
pull it back
cord.
in when it's done?
Apparently not. So
I love it.
Sorry, kids, we have no money for art supplies, but we're keeping the place lit 24/7.
Now, after a year and a half, a solution might be in sight. Paul Mastone, president of Reflex Lighting Group,
The reflex is
said the parts to replace the system have finally arrived from China, and they hope to have the installation done soon.
Said they tried clapping. Everybody, 1, 2, 3.
That's pretty good.
Oh, I'll be damned.
That would be fun.
That's. They obviously have very bright people trying to fix this, but wouldn't there be a way to go to the master circuit and just
That's what I'm thinking.
cut it off and put a bypass of some sort in?
Unless you pull the plug on the computer that runs the system, it's the computer that runs other things. I don't know.
Yeah, that must
You know
be.
how many electricians are listening to us shaking their heads going, what an idiot.
Yeah, yeah,
A bunch of idiots.
They shouldn't be. This is job security for them. Us being idiots is going to keep them employed for years.
That's probably true.
Now, don't forget, Tom had that TV he could never turn on.
That's right.
That's right. He couldn't turn his TV off ever.
You still have it, right?
No.
It burned out.
I don't have anything. Remember, I'm not living in my own house.
He had to move out.
So I couldn't turn the TV off.
Did you leave that TV for the family that bought your house? Is it still on, hanging up there in the kitchen?
Here's a little thing. You might carry, you might not. I don't know. But that TV, you can't turn it off.
Just leave it on.
Oh, you know the new people in that house. Honey, this TV won't turn off. There you go.
I don't know what the hell that lunatic was talking about.
I did have the TV that was only speaking Spanish to me.
Oh,
Yeah, we remember that
We got
too.
that
What a lunatic.
You said only speaking Spanish to me like it spoke English with other people.
I don't know. That's a good
The
question.
delusions of grandeur are astounding.
Better yet, the TV saw somebody else coming in. Oh, switch over to English, quick. Well, hello there.
It's like the old "Hello, my baby, hello, the talking frog" TV thing. You started singing the song. This company's called the Reflex Lighting Group.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You started singing the old
Duran Duran.
Flex, flex, flex.
Yeah.
Why haven't they sold that to one of the acid reflux companies?
The
Because
reflux.
reflux is-
That is the demo now, isn't it?
Yeah, that's who they're talking to.
Right. The reflux
Actually-
really burns at night.
Yeah.
And now for
Duran Duran-
antacid.
Duran Duran gives me acid.
Does it?
actually. Maybe that's why they don't use that song.
Oh, they're
Maybe that's it.
great.
So the lights have been on 24 hours a day in this school for a year and a half.
In an
Correct.
attempt to save energy.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. Nice. Well, of course, they have the brightest kids in all of Massachusetts.
I think, though, if you leave a bulb on, it has a longer life than turning it on and off all the time.
Oh, yeah? It doesn't put as much stress on the filament?
Because turning them on
Didn't we have a story about a bulb that's been burning since like 1920 something?
Edison installed it or
Yeah,
something.
there you go.
Remember in New Jersey?
Yeah.
Well,
That's right.
I would imagine that since they have full power all the time, 24/7, it's probably somewhat costly, but we'll find out more. Coming up, it's going to be sexy time with Alli Breen. Do you have anything else coming up, Kristi?
Well, we can if we have time. We still have to get to our sperm donor with over 60 children. We have an iPhone still in the box, first generation, sold for a ton of money.
Wow.
Millions.
Yeah. Millions?
Millions.
Not millions.
That's what I'm guessing.
Thousands.
We have also a quiz, and
Yeah.
I'll start with you, Kristi Lee. What is your sleep number setting?
40.
40. What does that mean exactly?
It means that it's on the softer side because the mattress goes all the way up to Chick.
100, of course. Chick, what's your sleep number setting?
100, Tom. I like a firm mattress.
See, that's the beauty of the Sleep Number bed. That's just one of the fundamental qualities of the bed, because Sleep Number did some research years ago and found out that 8 out of 10 couples prefer a different mattress firmness. Thus, the adjustable bed, and you adjust it with the touch of a button. And by the way, some of these Sleep Number smart beds will help you decide what is the best firmness for you, because it monitors how you're sleeping. If your partner is snoring, Sleep Number even has a solution for that. If the it's the Flex Fit smart adjustable base that can raise your partner's head at the touch of a button and alleviate snoring. Find out all the details on how this stuff works and choose proven quality sleep from Sleep Number, because every great day, of course, starts with a great night's sleep. Now, this is the ultimate Sleep Number event, and it's almost over. You can save 50% on the Sleep Number 360 limited edition smart bed right now, including special financing subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payments are required. The details, you will find them, of course, at sleepnumber.com/BT show. But this offer is about to be over, so save a staggering 50% on the Sleep Number 360 limited edition smart bed. Details again, sleepnumber.com/BT show. I love my Sleep Number bed. Coming up next, Sexy Time with Alli Breen. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom, 24/7.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You just ruined it.
Hey, if you missed today's show, we replay the show all day for you, beginning at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. We call it Bob and Tom's All Day Replay, hosted by our friend Christopher. We'll replay today's show back-to-back and again back-to-back right here on Bob and Tom 24/7. Keep the laughs going all day and keep your coworkers guessing what's making you so happy. It's us right here on Bob and Tom 24/7. Alli Breen and Sexy Time around the corner.
Hi, everybody. Kristi Lee with your Bob and Tom News Update. States in the northern plains are largely shutting down ahead of a massive winter storm that could dump up to 2 feet of snow in some areas, accompanied by strong winds and dangerously cold temperatures. Many schools throughout the Dakotas, Minnesota, and Wisconsin were called off for Wednesday ahead of the storm. The system headed straight for the Minneapolis-St. Paul area, where 2 feet of snow or more are possible. The Biden administration will generally deny asylum to migrants who show up at the U.S. southern border without first seeking protection in a country they passed through. That mirrors an attempt by the Trump administration that never took effect because it was blocked in court. The measure stops short a total ban but imposes severe limitations on asylum for any nationality except Mexicans. It does not go into effect immediately, and is almost certain to face legal challenges and will first have to go through a 30-day public comment period. And a trial of a 4-day work week in Britain, billed as the world's largest, has found that most employees are less stressed or burned out and have better work-life balance. Findings from the University of Cambridge, Boston College, and other researchers released this week show most of the 61 companies that participated from June to December with a 4-day work week say revenue largely stayed the same. There was also a 57% drop in the likelihood of employees quitting from the same period a year earlier. The 4-day work week. Wouldn't that be nice? And that's your news. I'm Kristi Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
We got some extra from the Bob and Tom Show.
Are you a computer geek?
No. I see, I didn't grow up with computers. That's why children have the advantage. They slip out the womb. They're born with a password.
Oh, yeah.
You know, you look at the ultrasound, you see the sex of the child whose internet provider is going to be.
So you're an email guy then?
Oh, no. Well, I check my email. I never get real emails. They're all junk. I got a junk box, and the junk box is like, look, we don't even have time to sort out this stuff. And it's all burn DVDs, lose weight, consolidate debt, and then be like young teen sluts, whores, triple X. Thousands of it. And then I got a weird one in the middle that says, do you need a birdhouse? And I actually got that. And I'm like, who's the birdhouse guy? And then every day I get this email. Jim, do you want to enlarge your penis?
Yep.
And how did I get on the small Willy email list? That is the real
Hi,
man, it's Donnie Baker. And the fact remains there's nothing better than being a VIP. And I don't mean like his dudes on Pervert Rabbit Xanadu's. I'm talking about a Bob and Tom VIP. Best thing, you'll never miss another minute of the show. I swear to God, you can hear the show here in the morning, and then because you're a Bob and Tom VIP, you'll get the podcast of the entire show, a 12-month library of podcasts, hundreds of Bob and Tom comedy tapes, and a 60-day video archive of the show. Bob and Tom VIP. You have to get it. It's state law.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7, 24/7, 24/7, 24/7.
She's the love of your life, and you want to make her feel special on Valentine's Day. Gentlemen, if you're looking for a romantic gift this Valentine's Day, then Frigamall Florist has the gift for you. It's our I know I'm not going to get any for a month unless I send you some flowers bouquet. Yes, for just $59.95, you can send her the I know I'm not going to get any for a month unless I send you some flowers bouquet. The I know I'm not going to get any for a month unless I send you some flowers bouquet proclaims your lust for her in the most romantic way possible. The bouquet of lovely fresh flowers says, let's do it, and my loins ache. Your wedding vows didn't include a vow of chastity, but you're not going to see any action unless you act now. So pick up the phone and order the I know I'm not going to get any for a month unless I send you some flowers bouquet right now. That's the I know I'm not going to get any for a month unless I order you some flowers bouquet. With one phone call, you can cover your ass and get some ass. It's a win-win. Call now, because when Cupid shoots his arrow on February 14th, you won't be shooting anything unless you get her some flowers.
Bob and Tom. You can pick your morning radio show, and you can pick your nose, but you can't wipe Bob and Tom on the couch.
Hey, man, it's Donnie Baker.
Hey, Donnie.
Hey, I heard you guys talking about that man with 13 inches of pork.
Yeah, 13 and a half.
Crazy. You guys know Jamie Vickers? You know, drummer for Velvet Donger?
No.
He was uncut, too, and he could hide just about anything.
Really? Did that affect the taste, Donnie?
You know you're too high when you're eating cereal naked and your girlfriend tells you to put some clothes on. You realize it's not your girlfriend. It's just a woman on a bus. That's how you know you're too high.
You don't say we didn't warn you. There's laughter ahead.
You guys want to grab lunch?
We can't go anymore.
Holy
That's
cow.
a good day's work. Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show at the news desk. It's Kristi Lee.
Hello.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hi there.
Jessica Alsman's here.
Hey.
There's Ace Cosby. Hey. There's Willie Griswold.
Hey, man.
I'm Chick, and here's Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much.
Hello.
We're going to hook up with comedian Alli Breen and find out what's happening in Sexy Time. And, of course, whenever we talk with Alli, the question always is the same.
Where is Alli?
Where is Alli? It's kind of like a Where's Waldo game.
Wasn't that Carmen Santiago? Or
where in the world is Carmen
Sandiego? Yeah.
And right now I'm asking the question, where is Alli Breen? And I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't think our monitor's on.
Okay.
Is she there?
Oh,
no.
Okay, all right. In the meantime, we'll check in with Kristi Lee at the news desk.
Dear Tom, I have a question.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
My automobile seems to stall every time my wife gets in it. Is it because she has an evil presence?
You're trying to get a hold of the Tappet brothers.
Yes.
Click and clack. And sadly...
one's not clicking or clacking,
sadly,
right?
It's that dirty whore's fault.
I sure love them, too.
I love that show. An Australian sperm donor reportedly used fake names to father more than 60 children.
Ron, Mexico?
The man's scheme was discovered after a variety of parents attended an event for new parents and noticed their children looked quite alike.
Oh, that's alarming.
They then called IVF clinics to investigate. The man reportedly used 4 different aliases to donate sperm.
That's right.
Dr. Ann Clark from Fertility First told News Corp that the man had been to her clinic and had offered his sperm through several unofficial means, such as Facebook groups.
I love making babies.
In Australia, it's illegal for someone to sell or receive a gift in exchange for giving another person organs or tissues. Remember, we had that story about how Australia was going to make this a law that you couldn't.
Because of me. Yeah.
Well, they were going to make it law because there was no clearinghouse to make sure.
Right, that this didn't happen.
Yeah.
Right.
So can you imagine you go to a public event and you look around and go, wow, these 14 kids all look very much the same. But there's a couple of different. There's other issues here. For example, Australian rules condoms.
Yeah,
just don't work as well as you know. But the guy was using fake names. I think Nick Cannon was a bad choice.
Yeah,
it's densely populated. Wow, but he was apparently trying to sell his sperm on Facebook, and
who wants to buy it?
But he obviously was quite successful if all these.
Yeah, if he has 60 kids.
It's organic.
So, is there going to be a thing in the future when if you are born as the result of use of a sperm bank, you have to have some kind of a, I don't know,
like a 23andMe or something to see if you got more.
Yeah, before you can go on a date, you have to check and make sure that you're not someone's half brother.
Dude, absolutely.
Yeah,
I think so.
Wouldn't that be hot? I mean, a shame.
You'd be surprised. There's a lot of people that are probably like third cousins, which is pretty far away. But
when I was in college, they would have ads all the time in the college paper looking for very specific types of people to donate sperm. Very specific religious affiliation and other things.
Sure.
And talk about making money hand over fist. I'll tell you what. Oh, I'm sorry. There's Alli Breen. Hey, Alli.
Are you in the bathroom, Alli?
Hi, guys.
How are you?
Where are you?
Hi. They're doing construction at my next door, like at the apartment next door. It's so loud. I tried to trap myself in the bathroom so you guys can hear me.
Oh, okay.
Are you in Florida?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, good.
Are you
No, I'm in New York.
Oh, you're in New York.
I know.
I'm sorry.
I'm literally leaning over so that I know I look like I'm mid-dump. I'm not, I promise you.
As Josh would say, that's very hot. Okay, Alli. Once again, we're joined by comedian Alli Breen. You can reach her, by the way, ALLIBREEN on various social media platforms with your questions about human sexuality, dating, and the like. What have we got, Alli?
Dear Alli, my girlfriend kisses her dog on the mouth, which I've gotten used to, but she also kisses other dogs that she doesn't know at the dog park, too.
Slut.
Shouldn't we draw the line there?
No, you should draw the line at the very first one. You don't want to be kissing a dog in the mouth. That's a terrible idea.
I thought the old saying was that dogs' mouths are cleaner than humans.
Yeah, well, the guy that said that was an idiot.
Which is also
they do
cheating on
lick
her
their
own
butts,
dog.
so that's...
Gosh.
Yeah.
You don't kiss your dogs?
I don't do a French kiss with my golden retrievers.
Well, I don't French kiss my dog either, but I get doggy kisses and
I would never French kiss my dog. Its breath smells like peanut butter.
Yeah, no, that's a terrible idea.
I would never kiss a strange dog. That is weird.
No, you don't kiss any dog. They're dogs.
Oh.
They'll eat
You can't help it. They come and lick your face, and sometimes they get in your mouth. Yeah.
Keep your
Well,
mouth
that's
closed,
a different
like,
thing.
oh.
It sounds like she's really
likes it.
going up
But
there.
it's going for it.
Yeah.
Tom, if you could French an animal, what would you pick?
Let me think for a while.
He's thinking about it.
I don't think we're talking about French.
A chimp?
No.
You bite your tongue
really
off.
good.
I am terrified of chimpanzees.
Yeah.
Remember the one that ripped that lady's face off?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
What about like a frog? Because they've got those long tongues that can catch flies from far away really fast.
I don't know.
Could be a prince.
Gross.
Or a princess.
Yeah. What if it turns into a prince and then you're stuck with somebody? Jeez.
He's clingy.
Yeah, you never see him try to kiss him back to become a frog, do you?
You know, that'd be a movie. There's a rom-com. Back to a frog.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get to our next letter. Alli Breen.
Dear Alli, my boyfriend and I have been together for 6.5 years, and he's amazing. We have great sex, and once years ago, he brought up butt stuff, and I told him exit only.
Okay.
We play tennis when we're on vacations, and he always bets me that if he wins, I will give it to him.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Thank God he's no Nadal. He's never beaten me. But we're going away this weekend. We'll play tennis. Should I actually throw a set and give him his way since he's such a great guy?
Oh, it sounds like you are willing now.
What?
That's interesting.
You've made up your mind, it sounds like.
It kind of does.
That took a turn.
Yeah, it's sort of pickleball now. In a way.
I think if
Tennis
you're cool
and
with
pickleball
it,
are very similar. Never mind.
if you're cool with it, be cool with it. But don't throw a set. You got to let him earn it. He's got to up his tennis game if he wants the action.
I'm kind of with Willie on this.
You know what, though?
Yeah.
Maybe you whoop his butt, and then you reward him by letting him do that.
Is that what you're...
You know what I mean? Like, hey.
That's the opposite of the
good
bet, though.
effort.
Use sex as a weapon. Yes.
No, as a reward.
Absolutely.
Fine, let him win. But yeah, if you can at least attempt it, but if it's, not going well.
Yeah.
If
he should just take lessons if he wants. He should, he should take lessons if he really wants it. She should.
Yeah, because he signs up for lessons. What are your goals?
Yeah.
What are your fitness goals? Well, sodomy.
What do you want to work on your backhand?
No.
Her back door, actually. Kind of what I'm.
Okay, next.
If you want him to win, you can play Canadian doubles, but then you got to worry about the other guy, and that's a whole nother thing.
Devil's tennis.
What if the lady falls and breaks her tailbone and loses the match?
Oh.
Does he go ahead?
Oh, this is like that story with the haircut. What's that thing?
Oh, Henry? Yeah.
The O. Henry story.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, then she's injured. You don't do that.
Oh, no, you plow ahead. That's what I said.
Yeah, if he won, I guess.
Yep, deal's a deal.
Fatal.
Stop crying.
You'll know if you regret it right away, though. So how about that?
Okay, well, let's get to our next letter, shall we?
Dear Allie, my girlfriend called me by her ex's name during a really heated conversation. My friend said, well, at least it wasn't during sex, but I think this is worse because doesn't that mean that she's actually thinking about him more?
No.
Quite honestly, you need to exempt yourself from this because this happened to you and you're prejudiced.
It did happen to me. It's Pavlovian, in my opinion.
Yeah.
He's in an argument. So that just means that they argued a lot. So.
And when she thinks of arguing, she thinks of him.
Exactly. It's
I have honestly called my dogs my kids' names, my kids my dogs' names. Your mind, you're trying to get the logic working in your head so you can make a good point in the argument so you kind of forget what's going on. And
don't worry about this.
No. I wouldn't worry about that either.
Yeah.
Plus, it's also a get-out-of-jail-free card for when you accidentally say one of your ex's names.
In the middle of
I like that.
Hey, we both done it.
Yeah, hold that as a weapon. Okay.
Just go back to your ex. You're obviously still in love with her.
Oh, no.
There you go. Bingo.
Nope, you're good.
Not if it's in
nothing to worry about.
Too much drama. Okay, Alli Breen is our
What if it was during sex though? Is that different than? Yeah, that would be.
That's weird.
Yeah, I think that would be more concerning.
Yeah.
Start dressing like her and looking like her. Then.
Yeah, like Vertigo. Yeah, dressed like her.
I'm sorry. Alli Breen is a very fine stand-up comedian. She also is a world traveler. Whenever she calls, we have no idea where she's going to be. But she's apparently in her next-door neighbor's bathroom right now calling. Because of construction.
I'm in my bathroom.
Her next-door neighbor's having the work done.
Oh, I see. Sorry, I thought you were in your next-door
She's
neighbor's
doing us a
bathroom.
favor.
Yes.
What's our next letter all about, Alli?
Dear Allie, my boyfriend has the cutest Bermadoodle dog, and I love him. Sometimes when we have sex, the dog stays in the room. The last time, I swear the dog looked into my eyes and winked. I'm starting to feel like I'm having a really strange threesome. Should I tell him to lock the dog out of the room when we have sex or just let us become doggy porn?
Oh, God.
A lot going on with dogs today.
Oh, my gosh.
I think you should get a therapist quick, fast, and in a hurry is what I think.
Put the dog in a crate.
I didn't know dogs could wink.
I didn't know they could.
Sometimes they do, but it's got to be accidental, right? They're not trying.
No. This dog could be possessed.
No.
Thank you. Yes.
And it's Bernadoodle. Bermadoodle would be a dog that you've shaved.
Burma shave.
Yeah.
Is there a chance that the dog only cares because of the position that you're using? Like maybe if you switch to cowgirl, he won't care anymore?
I don't know what you two are doing.
Hey, what you guys are doing, we invented that.
Yeah.
That's right.
I can give you some pointers. That's why I'm here.
Pointer.
Wow.
There it is. There it is.
You're okay to keep the dog out. Like, that shouldn't be a big deal.
Yeah, keep the
Unless
dog
he's trying
out.
to join in, because dogs start humping things. That would be weird.
Or it's like, are you attacking my owner? Get off of him.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. That's more likely.
Yeah, okay. The winking dog thing is weird. Winking is weird anyway for me.
You can't wink. Tom can't wink.
I can, but I've got to really focus. And
He really doesn't.
kind of a slow-mo.
Did he just wink? Or did he wink and then hubba hubba or something like that?
Or take a big snort.
Did he do a high
wink,
five? Yeah.
big sniff.
Oh, God.
Let's go to our next letter.
Fifi.
Dear Allie, my boyfriend and I were staying at his parents' house, and late at night after everyone went to bed, we went skinny dipping and had sex in their pool.
Yeah, you did.
He assured me that no one would know, but his whole family started acting weird to me, and finally his sister said that they literally all knew.
Yep.
I'm so mad at him now, and he thinks I'm making too big of a deal out of it. Shouldn't he at least take all the blame since he's their son and I'm the one they don't know?
I wouldn't worry about it.
I would wait till it shows up on the internet because obviously
somebody saw it.
They've got a camera going.
No, and
They
don't,
all saw it.
And don't worry about it because they're going to hate you for other reasons. I mean, something else is going to come up. Yeah, that's their son you're messing with. Okay.
Yeah, man.
It's a little embarrassing, but
It's
I don't
crazy they all saw it. It's like, did one person see it and call everyone else over?
Probably.
Well, we don't know that they all saw it. They just all know.
One person saw it and told. Well,
Maybe if they weren't on the diving board at the time.
See, that's the problem.
Yeah, you want to.
Ask the parents if he's done that with other girls. Just bring it up in conversation. Be like,
Why
is that a move?
an answer to this issue?
Because you think, is that just a move he does with all the girls, or was I special?
Yeah, that's not going to help.
No.
It shows that he's not embarrassed by it, and then
Can I have a private moment with Chick? Charles Lawton.
Oh, yeah.
In the
That's
book,
right, yeah.
You
can't see that one area.
Drop names.
That's right.
Yeah. Did you ever read the book Dropping Names by
Frank Langella?
By Frank Langella. You should read that, Allie.
Very good.
There's a great scene. He's at Charles Lawton's house, and Charles Lawton's wife explained why parts of the pool can't be seen. It ties into this letter in a weird way. We'll move on. Alli Breen is our guest. Allie, you going to be on TV this week?
No, I have no TV coming up this week, but I'm doing some fundraisers in Long Island at Governor's Comedy.
Okay, cool. Allie is a very fine stand-up comedian. We have time for one more letter, Allie.
Dear Allie, I've gotten to be really close friends with a girl at work, and I just met her husband. He's super hot, and we kept making jokes about being a throuple when we all hung out at a work event. How can I change this from a joke to a reality? I mean, I'd at least like to try a threesome and see how it goes.
Is this from a girl or a guy?
This is a girl.
It's 2023, Kristi. It doesn't matter.
You're right. It doesn't, but it just helps.
Well, I now know that you are intolerant.
That's me.
I've noticed that as well.
Because it's easier for a girl to bring it up.
It's a lot easier for a girl to bring it up than...
Couldn't you just say, hey, look, I know we've been joking about this, but I honestly really am interested.
Yeah, it'd be a real ordeal to talk another woman into it, but... You know, the guy you're talking, would you like, yes!
Yeah. I mean, honey, what do you think?
But then she has to go to work with this woman every day after.
There's the rub.
That's the rub. Yeah, that would be tough.
And if she just asks the girl.
That's not true. She works with the guy.
I thought she worked with the girl.
Right?
Oh, I'm sorry.
She works with the girl. Yeah.
I thought it didn't matter, Josh.
Oh.
What?
I thought it didn't matter, Mr. Woke Poke. Any port in the storm.
It doesn't matter.
You're both intolerant.
Bang, everyone.
Spin the orifice wheel and go for it. This sounds like it's a giant mess that will only get worse.
You don't want to do that because you're going to have to work with this woman. If it goes badly,
you're going to screw up your life and your work and everything else.
No, you're gonna orgasm so hard. You have to do this. This has to happen. Don't listen to these guys.
Go tonight, seal everything
that's
not nailed down, and then quit tomorrow.
And start embezzling from your office.
Right.
Thanks, Allie. You can reach Allie, A-L-L-I, excuse me, Alli Breen, B-R-E-E-N, and send us your love troubles. You can see we're going to be a lot of help. Right now, if you were listening to Allie in your Raycon earbuds, you would have picked up the nuances of everything that we were saying.
You could hear Allie's bathroom.
I love the Raycons. Tell me more, Chick.
Raycon earbuds, premium audio at the perfect price point. You can build great habits without breaking the bank, whether you're looking for a pair of everyday earbuds, low latency gaming headphones, or maybe a portable speaker with a battery that will last all night at your next party. Raycon has got you covered. 2023 is the year of the earbud. Raycons start about half the price of other premium audio brands. And even if you know you'll love your Raycons as much as we do, Raycon wants to make sure you feel great about your purchase. So don't worry. They have a free and easy return guarantee. And I haven't even talked about 3 customizable sound profiles, earbud tap functions, noise isolation, and awareness mode. Ready to buy something small with a big impact in your life? Go to buyraycon.com/Tom today. Get 15% off your Raycon order. That's buyraycon.com/Tom. 15% off your Raycon purchase. Score! That's buyraycon.com/Tom.
And they do fit any ear because they've got those adjustable thingies on them that make them a lot better. In case you've got those expensive earbuds that keep falling out, it's Raycon. Buyraycon.com/Tom. Thank you, Chick McGee. Coming up, a little bit of history for you. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Catch any part of the show you missed later today on our YouTube channel.
Now, Rodney's got a record out there on Capitol Records.
Yes.
Can't miss it.
It's called Morning Wood.
Morning
We're
Wood.
just kind of sticking with the theme. It's Hanging with Rodney, Morning Wood, and then Nutsack. Just kind of working our way down
the trilogy.
It dawned on me this morning how
Yep.
I've made a living for 13 years talking about everything underneath my belt.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And, hey, what the hell?
I'm glad you said hell.
Yeah. I apologize.
That's all right.
Rodney, we got plenty of time. Do you want to work another one in here?
Yeah, here's one right here. This one's called, I think, you guys, is that the one we're talking about? Okay. You guys want to play the intro? I don't want to. They get a little irritated when I don't let them play the intro. They don't really like the way I do it. Let's just go right to the words.
Go ahead.
I remember way back when I was just a boy going places with my mom and dad. It used to scare me to death how Mama used to act after 6 or 7 beers she's had. We were sitting at a table when Mama got disabled, all the liquor running through her head. Soon I got to choking. Daddy wasn't joking when he grabbed me by the arm and said, "Don't look now, your mama's got her boobs out showing everybody in town." Faces turning red, we were wishing we were dead. There were people standing all around. Mama gets to drinking, there ain't much thinking. There's nothing anybody can do. Just to hope and pray there never comes a day when my mama's out of drinking with you. Well, we got her in the truck and we started driving home, and Mama said she had to go. Daddy pulled it over, we were standing on his shoulder while Mom was putting on a show. And he started up a truck, Mama stood up with her pants still around her knees. When we heard Mama holler, "If you give me $1, well, I'll let you take a peek at these." Don't look now, your mama's got her boobs out showing everybody in town. Yeah. Faces turning red, we were wishing we were dead. There were people standing all around. Mama gets to drinking, there ain't much thinking. There's nothing anybody can do. Just hope and pray there never comes a day when my mama's out of drinking with you. Just to hope and pray there never comes a day when my mama's out of drinking with you.
Yeah. Oh, Rodney Carrington.
And a look at history as we look back on this very important date, February 22nd. That's next, right here on Bob and Tom 24/7.
I'm Chick McGee with your Bob and Tom sports update. In the NBA, the Atlanta Hawks have fired their head coach, Nate McMillan, who was unable to follow up on the success of leading the team to the 2021 Eastern Conference Finals. Hawks general manager Landry Fields announced the firing yesterday. The Hawks are 29-30 and 8th in the East this season. Top 25 college basketball yesterday. Number 8 Texas beat number 23 Iowa State. Number 14 Kansas State over number 9 Baylor. Number 10 Marquette beat number 19 Creighton. Number 25 Texas A&M over number 11 Tennessee. Number 13 Miami beat Virginia Tech. Villanova upsetting number 16 Xavier. Michigan State beat number 17 Indiana. And number 22 San Diego State over Colorado State. NHL winners in regulation: Detroit, Montreal, Carolina, Tampa Bay, Toronto, Minnesota, and Edmonton. And Nashville and Chicago both win in shootouts. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Last vacation we took was Smoky Mountains with my mom, Phyllis.
Oh, very nice.
We stayed at a motel where smoking wasn't even allowed.
Oh.
State law, no smoking in Smokies. Mom, Phyllis was so pissed she had to smoke over by the dumpster.
Where the bears are.
So, hey, motel manager, if you're listening, here's a 5-letter wordle for you. Eat me. I swear to God.
That's 2 words, Donnie. It can only be 1 word in Wordle.
How about blow it out your ass? Is that too many letters?
Yeah, there you go.
Wow.
Yeah.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
You're so weird.
You have no idea. Essential Morning Radio. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7.
Time now for Flash Traffic with the fastest man in the world, 9-time Olympic gold medalist Carl Lewis.
And now we go to our Flash Traffic reporter, Carl Lewis, with traffic on the west side.
Hey, Bob and Tom. I'm on the west side, and traffic looks great. Now I'm going to run over to the far east side and take a look at traffic conditions over there. Okay, I'm on the east side now. Everything looks smooth over here. Want me to check the north side?
Sure, Carl.
All right, here we go. Oh, gosh, traffic is running off fine up here up north. Anything else you need?
Listen, Carl, could you check south side traffic? I know it's a long way. You could also pick up an iced tea for me, venti green iced tea at Starbucks on your way, if you don't mind.
Okay, that's a little step, but I'll get there. Oh, my goodness, that was kind of a detour, but here, 2 Splendors just like you like it.
Thank you very much, Carl. Carl, could you come back to the studio to sign some photos for us?
Oh, okay, I can do that. Sure thing, Tom. Oh, made it. All right, give me a pen.
This has been Flash Traffic with Carl Lewis.
Good morning, sunshine. To the max, there's baloney in our sight.
Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24/7.
Hi, this is Dr. Will Miller, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7, which begs the question, why do you need Bob and Tom 24/7?
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Kristi Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hey, sport.
There's Jessica Alsman.
Hi.
There's
what?
Ace Cosby.
You and F. Scott Fitzgerald.
Yeah, that's right.
Hey,
Sport.
Hey, Scout. There's Willie Griswold.
Hey there, champ.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold. Have you ever seen Midnight in the Garden of Good and Evil with Kevin Spacey and John Cusack? That, without a doubt, the worst Southern accents ever committed to cinema.
See, there's a topic.
Good Lord.
Worst accents.
Anyway.
Dick Van Dyke begins and ends the discussion with Mary Poppins.
I thought it was fun.
I thought it was fine and fun, and he was drunk. What do you want?
Yeah.
I love Dick Van Dyke.
It really was him.
Kevin Spacey talked like this. How's it going there, sport? Yeah, stuff like
Ace,
that.
did I see that Dick Van Dyke was one of the latest masked singers?
Yeah, it was the gnome.
My goodness.
He was the gnome, and they thought it was Robert De Niro. The only reason I know this is
Robert
because
De Niro, they guessed.
Yes, they guessed Robert De Niro.
You know what? But knowing Robert De Niro, he probably would do it if they paid him.
If you watch that show, it's fun for the kids and family, but the judges are so annoying.
Oh,
that's got to be Michael Jackson.
It's so horrible.
Yet you sit there and watch it every week, don't you?
I watched that first couple of minutes, and I go, we're not doing it.
How does this dumb show work? I've never watched.
These famous people come dressed in these huge costumes, and they sing, and you've got to guess who's singing.
You can't possibly
I think it's a Korean import.
Yeah.
Yeah, Korean.
I see.
You did say it like that.
Well, I'm sure I'll have to ask for that on my deathbed.
Jenny McCarthy's one of the judges, so I know you'll never watch it.
There you go. Jenny McCarthy's there.
Dr. Ken's on it.
Dr. Ken is on
But they
it.
love him.
The judges are just annoying.
They are, and he was jumping up and down. I know it's.
And I think they pay the crowd to be annoying, too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Good observation. Time now to review what's going on. Today's date's important.
What is today's date, Tom?
It's Ash Wednesday.
That's right. Deuces
Yes, it
Wild.
is.
Go ahead. What is it?
It's February 22nd.
222.
This is a very good day in the Olympics. 1980, the Miracle on Ice.
Do you believe in miracles?
4-3, baby.
Yeah.
Yes.
Lake Placid, the home team, beats the Soviet Union, and then they would have one more game, but that was the big one.
And unleashing Al
Next story, it
Michaels
was on tape delay.
on us for the rest of our
Say it again, I'm sorry.
It was on tape delay.
Oh,
It
yeah.
wasn't live.
The actual game, that's right. But had it leaked out that they had won?
I don't think so.
It came across the teletype. I was working at a radio station, and I knew like 5 or 6 hours. It was like 3 or 4 in the afternoon when they won.
Wow. And there's a really good movie about it, the name of which, about Herb Brooks and the whole, is it?
Yeah, Miracle. It's called.
Yeah.
I am a hockey player.
No,
I am a hockey player.
I thought it was Herbie. Isn't it Herbie?
Herbie the love hockey?
puck? No, the love puck.
It would be cool if it happened again sometime, but we'll have to win World War III first. But
I see. Okay, good.
God.
It's a coming, baby.
Well, the hardest part about after World War III is making ice because it's going to be so hot across the globe,
I
about
don't
10,
like this
15
line
degrees
of
warmer.
joking.
Okay. 1990, Milli Vanilli wins Best New Artist at the Grammys. This is, of course, they famously found out they didn't sing a word on the actual record.
Am I one of the only people that really felt bad for those two
I did.
men?
I felt bad for
Especially
him.
when that one guy killed himself.
Yeah, I didn't end well.
Well,
Yeah.
okay. How
At a
about
state
this?
fair near you, Vanilli.
No. You can be Millie. Come on up here. Be Millie for the show.
You got to have good abs, though. That was the key.
Yeah, they were cute.
1997 on this date, Dolly the sheep.
Oh, first clone sheep.
Yeah, the cloned sheep.
I ain't buying it. I'm
Whatever
still
happened to
not buying
that?
it.
They,
Because all sheep
I don't
look
know what
alike
happened to
anyway.
you don't hear about that. Let's see, what else? Oh, here we go.
Well, she's not going to live forever.
They probably just kept making a copy of the copy.
Happy birthday to, George Washington.
Again?
He did not chop down a cherry tree.
But his birthday was Monday. That's why we had President's Day.
Yeah.
I think
What the hell are they doing?
I think they moved it to a Monday just because.
What the hell? You're talking out of your ass again.
Another again, he's gone. Don Pardo, a former friend of the show, the announcer for Saturday Night Live for decades.
The cheapest man alive.
Yes, he was.
Well, not now, but-
Skinflint.
Yeah. What did he say about cigarettes, Tom?
He said he quit smoking when they became 25 cents a pack. He really said that.
He got out at the right time.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. What are they now? What's a pack of cigarettes go
No
for?
idea.
I think a carton's like $30 or something.
It's like state by state, but in Indiana it's like $6. In Chicago it's like 13.
Jeez.
A pack.
That's incredible.
Jeez.
Now, this is a good one. Albert J. Gross, born on this date in 1918. Do you know what he invented?
Anatomy.
No, but
Good
a fair
guess.
Runny nose and incontinence because he was
Can we get a
gross.
hint?
He invented the walkie-talkie.
Oh.
How the
Which,
hell
by the
would we
way-
know that?
The name walkie-talkie, sure, it describes what it does, but
Yeah.
it sounds kind of like a kid's toy.
It
When in
is
fact-
kind of.
for me.
It was
No,
a
but I
kid's
mean,
toy.
you've got, calling in the BAR on the walkie-talkie.
To
and-
Kirby?
Yeah, hey, Kirby, drop the napalm 40 clicks north,
It is, yeah. In that case, it is a little strange.
It's just a little silly.
They called them comms, didn't they?
Yeah, but they obviously his name was Gross. So they're not going to name it the Gross Radio.
Walkie-talkie doesn't seem like a name that we'd come up with here in the United States. Possibly another.
Oh, never mind. Happy birthday, Robert Kardashian. He's dead.
Yeah.
He's a great contribution. He left behind a free OJ and a
Bunch of kids.
Played the system.
Reality star sluts.
Whoa.
God, man.
Wow.
Sorry.
Savvy businessman.
I'm gonna call it. Okay. Things we learned today. Kristi's wearing her hockey sweater.
Yep.
Columbus Blue Jackets. Tom said repeatedly, "It's so hot when Kristi wears a hockey sweater."
It's a sweet look. You look really nice. in it.
Thank you.
It's fun.
Then also Tom's, he bought chameleons at circus shows in the early 70s in boxes.
The Grotto Circus. And
Yes.
we've had several people who have emailed. They similarly saw at these cheap circuses a guy walking around with some guy trying to make a few extra bucks Saturday night at the circus.
I didn't buy one at a circus, but I bought one at a carnival. It was a carny chameleon.
Who comes in
How
your-
long have you had that in the quiver?
Why
I
is
just
that,
thought of it. You think I was sitting on that?
I saw it coming. Still a great time.
I enjoyed that very much.
It was right over the plate. I still loved it.
You should have served that up earlier.
Karma Chameleon is coming back for some reason. Isn't it a commercial or something, or some TikTok video, or maybe not? Jesus did have s'mores following the Last Supper out and back with his disciples.
And Judas took most of the marshmallows.
That's exactly right.
What a prick.
Boob flashing on TikTok is a thing now. Don't walk your dog near Florida lakes and canals. 85-year-old grandmother got eaten by an alligator. I do like ketchup on eggs. I want to learn how to fly an airplane and land right out here in this
Oh,
driveway.
yeah, that'd be fun.
Oh, that'll show us.
Hit a tower or two.
Kristi's dog jumped out the back window while she was just talking in the car. She didn't know what was going on. Hey, and another thing, I thought you said, but what?
I was by myself.
I don't know about you, Leo, but I'm out.
Wrap it up, Tom.
This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Get a look at today's show on our YouTube channel.